We could never run for office because of this.
So wait a minute.
fucking
So you
podcast.
have a file about the eels up my ass?
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Something about
Eugene, that's public knowledge. We had that in the episode.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also,
You're right.
there's one. Something about periods. From
Oh.
Oh.
From
you.
you?
From way.
Were we talking about
long
like,
ago.
was it the whole period fart thing?
Yes.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
even gonna touch on
I have
that.
a
Yeah,
file
it's
called
for the
that on
best.
my computer now.
Drew's like,
Anyway,
We need that file. Where is it? It's under period fart.
That's right.
what?
I don't know.
The screen?
that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah,
You have
the
you have the
actual screen
shield.
Oh, this is. Oh,
We have
the
the big-
screen.
Yeah,
The
that's that.
puffy penis head.
That's the dental dam.
Oh,
It's like
Oh.
it's like when you put saran wrap on a vagina and go down.
ew.
Wait.
Wait, wasn't that an old joke from like 2 episodes ago?
Hello, everybody. We're the Terror
Yeah.
Trio. My name's Micah.
I'm Eugene.
And I'm Drew.
And guys, we have a very special episode today. Joining us is All Elite Allie. How's it going?
Hi.
So excited.
We're super stoked to have you here.
I'm also very excited. I know I don't sound it. That's only because I'm really tired, but I actually am really excited.
drinking all that bucha. I'll wear you out.
Yeah, I did a lot. Yeah, I did.
That'll
Laura has
definitely-
Allie has 2 brand new puppies at home, so she's
Yes.
tired dog mom.
I am totally. I feel like I just birthed 2 toddlers.
Pretty much.
birth them.
I just birthed them.
Not like you're taking care of like
no. I
Nope.
birthed 2 toddlers.
It's like
She
Bambi's
had
mom
2
died and you got to
toddlers.
go take care
That's
of Bambi
right.
now.
and there's 2 of them,
There's
and
2. Ooh.
they're wonderful little things, but they're shelter dogs, so they have some issues with, they're not used to being normal dogs.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So it's been a challenge, but it's been a
babies.
rewarding challenge.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
do
but
love
they're
them.
also Horror Delilah and I were over the other day and they are awesome. They are so
Yeah.
freaking
They're
cute.
so cute.
They are, and you know what's so funny? They actually now, even more so since you guys been over, they've warmed up to like
Aw.
people.
That's great.
Like I took them for a walk today, and they literally saw my neighbor who they met once and went bananas and like ran after him, and we're like
Aw.
so happy. It was very
Well,
cute.
so like, wait, we can get spoiled with pets when we let people come near us?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Which is great because like they did everything like we were doing. Like we were in the kitchen, they were in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then like when it came time to like, hey, we're gonna throw on Castle Freak.
Yes,
I know that's
we
one of your
did.
favorite.
I love that movie.
Can
Love-
we just pause for a second? Can I backstory here?
Yes.
So they come over to the house and we're hanging and having a great time drinking kombucha, and
That's what
And
we do on Saturdays.
that's what we do.
We drink kombucha.
That's how we party. Okay. And we're watching Joe Bob Briggs, which is awesome. But Micah suggests we watch Castle Freak. Now, I've never seen it,
Oh.
but he sets it up like
Uh-huh.
he's like, this movie's great. It's so good.
Oh god.
Blah, blah, blah. Like he's hyping me up for this movie.
It's awesome.
And then, okay, wait. Then we're maybe 3/4 into it, and the freak literally, how do I say this politically correctly? He,
this is the territory.
Yeah, just say
it.
he ate a woman to death.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was the I was sitting there watching it, and I'm like, I just look over at Micah, who's just like super into it.
I was way into it.
And I was like-
writing down pointers.
But you know what? In my head, I was going, what about me made him go, man, I have a great movie that she's gonna love.
Because you're fucked up. There's one thing I found out.
Oh,
it's
okay.
all right. Because we're all fucked up. We're all fucked up. No, it's seriously like when
Yeah.
I found out you were into horror and not just like I
Superficially.
like
Yeah, right.
I like those Saw movies.
Yeah,
They
Right,
get a
right,
little
yes,
extreme.
yes.
You go deep into horror.
Sure,
So
yeah,
I'm
you
like,
do.
you're gonna
That's
love
true.
Castle Freak, but no,
Yeah.
it didn't.
You know, but
I-
truthfully, I liked it. but I was
It's still just
it
very
came
like,
out of left field, and I was like, oh, that's happening.
He was doing
He has
exactly
no
what
dick. He bit the chick's
it was a
boob
mangled
off, and
a
then
mangled
he
dick.
ate
Yes.
her down, ate her out, and
He
Yeah,
ate
yeah.
her out to death.
yeah,
Yeah.
We're speaking like somebody actually like made like a weird mangled dick and balls for this.
They did. Could you?
Yeah.
They show it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like they
Yeah.
like took the time to like really make it like figure out the consistency, the color it would be, considering he's in it
That's
like a
awesome.
nice gray.
Well, it really was. I mean, the makeup was incredible, and I
He
appreciate.
was incredible.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate any film that uses like prosthetics and things like
Mhm.
that. I really dig that. But yeah, it was.
And you're not fucked
interesting.
up. I was just kidding.
No, I am definitely. You're not wrong.
Well, like I said, we all are.
That was a good movie. That was
It's
Jeffrey
so-
Combs and
Je-
Barbara Crampton, right?
For the third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was mimicking that everything that Jeffrey Combs was doing to the hooker.
That's right.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
he started with the nipple
Poor
and then
guy.
worked his way
I
down.
was confused.
But he just didn't realize like you just like kind of like work the tongue around, do the alphabet. Instead, he was like, "I'm gonna eat pussy."
Well, he was missing part of his lips too,
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
he couldn't
Oh.
really.
That's from
All he could do was
dehydration,
just
man.
mow down.
He also seemed to have something for his niece, which was a little uncomfortable.
Yes,
That was like what kind of like seeing because he was gonna die in that cell, but then he looked up and saw her when she's blind.
Yes.
She didn't see him. But,
Right.
I mean, she definitely heard something. When he saw her, it was kind of like a resurgence. Like I have a reason to live. I'm gonna eat this cat. Which that was the first pussy he ate. So he's he
God damn
ate a
it.
lot. He ate a lot of pussy.
slow clap by
And
Pat.
I said, all right, thank you, Pat.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Don't
Oh, thank you.
slow clap that.
The clap is contagious, guys. So careful. But did you end up finishing it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I will. You know what? I haven't been watching anything because every time I sit down to watch something, my dogs are like, "Oh, she wants to play," and so I haven't watched anything.
It was kind of fun. Like we hit the couch, and then immediately Drew passes out,
It's my
and,
thing.
It was
and then
really cute.
That's
your
my
dogs
thing,
pass it out.
man.
It
Yeah,
was
you're like,
adorable.
"Oh,
I was
boy,
like,
can't wait to watch it.
I was like, someone's snoring.
Yep.
Thought it was the
And-
dogs. I'm like, nah,
yes.
that's
Hey.
our Delilah over
It
here.
was cute.
Stop calling me that, but
That's your name.
that's my.
That's your name.
That's your name.
That's your
We'll
name.
fight
We
you.
established this since what? The first episode, second episode,
I
Seventh.
don't know.
seventh episode.
Yeah, you don't
Peter.
even know.
Peter. Peter was the one that coined it.
Really?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
our first guest. Peter. Yeah, he coined Drew Horn
Micah
Delilah.
really is all about the facts.
I know.
I mean,
he's
we
got
talked.
it down.
We talked off
Just the fix.
Yeah.
before, and he had mentioned that he was really into the facts.
Yeah.
It's true. He is.
Look at his
very
notebook.
Yeah,
Don't
I
look at
appreciate
it.
that.
It's just
Seriously.
ridiculous.
Very self-conscious about my
Yeah.
grammar. And every word is fucking
It's
spelled
not
wrong.
good.
That's okay. Mine's terrible too. I
Oh
don't
my god,
judge
it's
you.
so
I don't
bad.
judge you.
Did you see the little teaser for 3 from Hell?
Did I see it? I might have.
It was like a recap of like House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yes,
And
I
then,
did. I did. Yes, yeah.
Devil's
But
Rejects.
that's
Yes.
like all it was.
It was kind of
Yeah.
underwhelming. It was
So
like a minute long,
Well-
30 seconds of recap, and then 30 seconds of just like quick cuts.
So now
Yeah.
I know we've said it before about like trailers giving away way too much for a movie. Like Halloween did that. The 2018 Halloween.
Yes,
like
Yeah.
I could have
it
done
did.
without the
Mhm.
teeth. I could have done without the fucking scene.
You
with
know
the-
what?
the-
I
the-
didn't watch the trailers for it at
Oh
all.
my God, you
I
didn't?
didn't.
That's
good.
No, I think I watched the one that had nothing in it. It was like the very first
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I didn't want to know anything going into it.
I
Yeah.
have to start doing that because
Yeah.
I feel like the closet scene would have been a great jump scare.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but this is
Playing the trailer
so
right
yeah,
now.
Yeah, we're
three,
playing the
3 from
trailer.
Hell. I was like, no, they didn't give us anything. But then I'm like, no, don't be that guy. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But then I found out that Rob Zombie actually said that in a couple weeks there will be a legitimate trailer for this.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to watch it.
I don't think you should. I'm
don't
not
think I
going
wanna
to.
watch it.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
I mean,
think
this
you're right.
does give enough.
It's just clips. It's just clips.
It's just
Yeah.
quick
fast
cuts
There's
of
no,
everything.
There's no
Yeah.
dialogue or anything. Now,
You know what I'm kind of excited about? Did you guys ever see the cartoon that he made?
yeah,
Super Beasto?
and- yeah,
Oh,
it's not good.
yeah. I did see it.
Did you notice that El Super Beasto's in the trailer?
With the mask.
Yeah, with the mask and the
Oh, is that who
blazer.
that's
and
supposed to be?
That's who I think it is.
Oh, no
That's who I think
shit,
it is.
man.
Because the
Yeah.
Firefly family make a cameo in El Super Beasto.
That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely something like that came out like 10 years ago. El Super
If
Beasto.
not more, yeah.
more
More.
like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I would just like get high and watch that and laugh my
Yeah.
ass off. But like, it's like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I can't go back and watch it again.
Oh, I used to love
Really?
Aqua Teen
So do I.
Hunger
When's the
Force.
last time you watched it though?
Oh gosh, my first year wrestling, maybe
3 days ago.
2005.
See, if you go
Yeah.
back and watch it now, it won't be as funny as it used
Yeah,
to
it was
be. Yeah,
funny.
it
God.
was so funny.
Yeah.
Which leads me to this. Sid, or the 3 from Hell thing. Sid Haig. How's he looking?
Is it Hag or Haig?
Haig.
Haig. Sid Haig?
Yeah.
I saw him I did Days of the Dead. I did the convention last year,
Yeah.
and he was there, and he was opposite my table.
Oh,
I never got a
nice.
chance to actually
Damn.
meet him, but I
Yeah.
did see
That's
him quite
really
a few
cool.
times.
Like that's out of
Yeah.
all the
Cool.
cons we've done. I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, he looked like himself. I don't know. He just looked.
Well, everybody's just like
honestly,
freaking
like
out.
an
because
older
they're
version of
skinny.
himself.
Every
but,
time
like,
that's what it is.
So he
Yeah.
unfortunately he's at that age where like if you lose weight,
You're
like
dying.
it's like, oh no, he's got the cancer.
He looks like he's turning into a zombie little by little with
It's
every
just-
every
he-
picture.
He
I mean,
had
look at the picture. Look at the picture that
Just
Pat
so
has up with
cute.
him right now. That looks like that's House of a Thousand Corpses. You
Yeah.
know, nice robust Sid Haig. Look at him right there.
So Sid Haig, he had like a TB as a kid, and then from 40 years of smoking, he had COPD. So the doctor's just like, yo, you got to get on a diet, you got to lose some weight. So he lost weight, but now it's like costing him money. Like promoters like aren't booking him for cons because
Is
they're
that
like,
is that real?
that's real.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Oh,
like it's
wow.
on his Instagram. Like he's super fucking pissed off about it. He
Yeah.
went off. Like he put this one guy on blast. He didn't say a name, but he had a screenshot of the conversation, and it was between a fan and this one promoter. And the promoter was just the fans like they said, "Hey, going to be at the convention." They're like, "Oh, his handlers got a hold of us. He's his health won't let him do cons, whatever." And like Sid found out about it.
Pat's
and
got it up.
He nice.
For Sid, he's really sick and wants to do shows, but his
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
so-
it-
Well, that's
Is that disco?
awful.
and doesn't want to book him into shows.
Well, Sid Haig
No.
doesn't really know how to use Instagram very well because he's
Yeah, I was gonna
fucking,
say.
like 80 years old.
No, yeah.
But no, Sid's healthy. He's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he just looked. It looked just like him, just an older version
Yeah.
and a thinner
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he, anyways?
70. Pat, what did we say? 77.
I don't know
That's
if-
a
I don't
good
know if
noise.
we-
You all right? Bud, you okay
Uh,
there?
All right, there, Dad. Oh, let me look this up.
It just like sounded like a zombie that just like arose. Just like,
The fucking Iggy Pop in the other room.
Oh,
Yeah.
so how old is he?
79.
79.
70. All right.
Wow.
So, yeah, all right. He
Yeah.
looks his age now.
I
then.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, he
All right.
definitely looks his age.
Yeah.
His little cameo in Death House, though. Oh man, the movies. Did you watch that one?
I
yet?
haven't watched it yet. I'm
The-
going to. I have to now. Even though you said
Don't.
it's terrible, I just
Oh
want to
my
watch
God.
it.
It's so
Watch it.
fucking bad.
It's really
If
that bad.
It is that bad.
If we watched it with like a group, because like she fell asleep and I'm still watching it, and if I was in a room
my
with like a
jam.
group of people, like if it was like you and Jesse there,
Right.
and like Eugene and Kat, like if we were all hanging out having a good time, it would have been awesome. I
Yeah,
watched
I
it
get it.
alone,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was miserable. Like
Sometimes I feel like any kind of movies like that. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, if
Yeah.
a movie is like shitty, but you're with a bunch of fun people, you
Oh,
can kind of
yeah.
make, and there's
Yeah,
like
you have your
pizza.
own
It's
fun.
like, yeah, okay, this works. I'm down.
makes everything better.
pizza's
Love
Pizza's my gateway. I, mean,
Yeah.
I
So
love
good.
pizza. But right, but if it's like a really shitty movie and you're watching it by yourself, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
It was bad. It was
That
it was a
sucks.
chore to sit through. Like normally, like Barbara Crampton's in it, and who's that? Dee Wallace is in it, and just everybody that's in it that normally puts in really good performances in other movies
right.
Yeah.
just looked like they were phoning it in. Like Barbara Crampton's part, ugh.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
It was
she
just
was
her
just
acting
talking.
was
She was
horrible.
just talking. Nah, she didn't give a
It
shit.
was
That's a
awful.
bummer.
It was awful.
Nobody cared. I could just
Yeah.
I picture like a super like money mark making this movie.
yeah, you
and just,
said
like,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
and
that.
that fucking ending. It's just bleh.
You're just. I think you're just over it. You're just
I am.
like, this is
I am,
terrible.
and I was so excited for this fucking movie too
That
because when they
sucks.
announced it,
Everybody
the
was.
Expendables was
Yeah.
real big, and they're like, "Oh, Expendables a horror and all that other stuff," and it
And
took
it's just
forever to
trash.
come out, and it's just garbage.
That
Yeah.
sucks. That's such a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. I'll still watch it though.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, definitely watch it. So do you watch Lucifer?
I started
Ugh.
the first season and it was so gosh darn cheesy that I
Okay.
stopped watching it.
Because everyone always suggests it to me because people who don't know horror, they're me,
Nah,
and so
mm.
they're just like, "Oh my god, you love Lucifer,"
Yeah.
and I haven't.
Drew, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I like darker shows and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I'm into
same.
that. It was so like cheesy. Like it
Yeah.
it was like
What makes it so cheesy? Is it just the
like,
acting or the?
no. The acting's fine, but it's like, what's the devil like? Oh, I know. He drives a really nice car, and he's a club owner, and it's like, it's like I don't know. And it just, to me, it came off as like, not
Lazy
just
kind
lazy
of,
writing,
yeah.
and it
Oh,
just
I mean,
came off
that's-
as campy
It's
to
been
me.
done. where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Satan's kind of bored, so he's gonna go to Earth and just do whatever.
That's exactly right. And I was expecting a little bit more. That being said, I only watched about half of the first episode before I was like, yo, I can't watch
Over
this.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and because
okay.
Mark was one that was
Yeah.
like, you gotta watch Lucifer.
He is ridiculous. Like that's
Yeah.
for the last 2 shows that we did, the last 2 episodes of Geeks That Lift that we did. That's all he's been talking about is Lucifer.
Well, I
Like,
texted him
it's over.
immediately and I said,
Stop it.
dude,
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah.
can't.
He almost
seen,
convinced me
like,
to watch it, but I just
Nah.
can't.
I've seen those BuzzFeed things where they go through and they have like quotes from the show, and I'll like read them sometimes when I don't feel like watching a TV show. And it just seemed very like lovey-dovey, and like he loves this woman
He
who's
does,
like an Earth
right.
Earth
Yeah,
woman, and
no.
I'm just like, oh,
Earth
God.
woman. The devil
don't
is
know.
bored in hell, so he comes to Earth on
fall in love.
vacation,
It's pretty corny.
falls in love with a chick,
Yeah.
and solves crimes.
So it's-
What
Yeah.
the fuck? Yeah.
I don't, not
and
my
when
bag.
I think of Satan, I don't really think that's his MO.
No.
You know?
No,
I'm
not
pretty
at all.
Sure, it's not.
Not at all.
You know, maybe
picture-
a demon.
Like I picture
maybe
like
it's a
Vigo,
demon.
Yeah.
Vigo
Maybe.
Mortensen. That's
Right?
my
Yeah.
Satan.
Yeah, I'm
My-
good with Vigo.
My Satan's Vigo Mortensen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end of prophecy there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Definitely not this.
That's
dude.
not this
I mean,
handsome, charming
he's
British
very
fella.
handsome though.
Yeah, this
I'll
guy
give-
should
I
be-
will give it to
I'm
him.
looking
He's a
at
This
handsome
guy should
guy.
be like the next James Bond. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fine.
The devil might actually look like him because he's pretty hot. But
Yeah.
that's about it.
Imagine like Lucifer's wang. But it's
No.
just fucking
I
really.
don't-
That thing is probably gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
That I
bet it's, like,
wouldn't
really
mind putting in my mouth.
sleek,
Oh,
Just-
Yeah.
burning.
Think about it. The devil's dick, it's got to be the most attractive dick in the universe.
You
Can I
think so?
just tell you that no dick is attractive?
That's
And that's what I'm
very
saying.
true.
Dicks
No
are
dick.
ugly.
No.
Devil or not.
Dicks are awful.
Dicks
They
are
look like a
not
log with a little
attractive.
helmet on it. It's
Eugene,
just
you've
it's not a
seen
good looking
mine.
thing.
I mean, is it
Huh?
that bad?
Your dick looks like an overstuffed Mighty Taco El Nino burrito.
Oh my god.
I just got hungry.
All right.
Oh, gross.
Well, then
that
eat
makes
your own
Moving
dick,
right
then.
along.
I guess the
Yeah.
reason why I brought Lucifer up is because Netflix is doing one final season.
Yep.
That's
Thank
the
God.
5th season.
Wait,
Which
it's
I-
a Netflix original?
No,
No.
see, it got canceled.
Mhm.
Okay,
On Fox.
got it.
They canceled at season 3. Season 4 was picked up by Netflix.
And
Netflix was just like, yo, we're going to do one more season, close the show out. So it's going to be a 5th and final season. It's going to be coming out when 2000, who gives a fuck?
well, I do love that Netflix does that for
Yeah,
shows
no,
because
that's
even
good.
though
Yeah.
it's I don't like the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are many people that when they
Yeah.
heard that got really, really happy.
Yeah.
because
Shows like that kind of
Yeah.
develop a fandom.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I am a diehard Vampire Diaries like
Hey,
fan
I was right
girl,
there. Yeah.
right? And I still am. I mean, I will rewatch that series over and over, and
I
What the
just-
fuck is with
I
you
just
guys?
started
I just-
rewatching it again.
it's so good. It's
come
so
on,
Wait, do you
for
watch
work
the
and it's-
spin-offs too?
the originals, of course,
the originals,
I do.
and then didn't they come out with another spin-off?
Legacies.
Yes.
Yes, I'm halfway
Yes.
through Legacies.
I
Yeah.
haven't started
Oh my
Legacies yet,
God.
but I did
Yeah.
start watching the
Oh, God.
originals.
But
I
you
do love it.
You don't like Supernatural, right?
It's not that I don't like it. I started it and I got through season 1, and it's not that I didn't like it. It's that I just fell off of it because I watched so many things.
That's okay.
And also, now this is going to make me sound weird and
Uh-oh.
like I'm an anxious freak because I am. There's so many episodes in a
Yep.
season that I was getting overwhelmed with how much I had to watch.
Yeah.
It's like 20,
I feel
24
that.
episodes
Yeah.
a season, right?
There's
Right?
so much filler. And like you go through a
Yeah.
whole episode, doesn't have to do with the storyline, and the last minute is like, what's that? Yeah, okay, Bobby. Bobby's got a lead on
Right.
Cass. Let's go. And it's like,
Right.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't wait till next episode.
Yeah, right. And I was like, oh God, there's too many. So
Yeah.
I kind of,
It was.
I'll
Yeah.
come back to
Pat,
it.
It's a lot.
Are you
Yeah.
bringing up Dante's Inferno on YouTube because the devil shows his dick? The devil does show his
He
dick.
does. Look at that big black dick.
Wow.
Is the
Jesus.
devil black?
No, well,
He's white
he's
with
burnt. He's
black.
burnt.
He's burnt.
charred.
Okay, he's molten.
That
Oh,
schwanz.
God.
That is
Jesus.
that thing. Is it?
That's-
Look at it. Did it just move? It kind of like swung. It does swing. Look at that. Why am I
All right,
getting
I
excited?
Of
call
about
course
this?
it
bullshit.
swings.
I don't know
Look
why
at
I'm
that.
excited.
What
Why am I
fucking
getting
doctor
excited?
is circumcising the devil?
Huh?
What
He's-
doctor is going to circumcise the
He's
devil? There's no
circumcising
way.
himself. He's the
There's
fucking
no way.
devil.
There's no way.
And why does he have a human? Why does he have a human dick when he has like goat legs? Shouldn't he have like a goat dick?
Aren't you glad you
Describe
came,
a-
Melly?
I really am.
Why did I-
These are the things
Why did
that
I
you
look at
think
Drew
about
when I
it,
asked that
right?
question?
I don't know.
These are hard hitting questions.
They
here,
are.
okay?
They're very hard. Yeah. These are the things we think about before we go to bed at night.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Jason Blum, they posted a picture on Instagram
Yeah.
with the caption, "We're discussing stuff."
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, which I mentioned before. Jason Blum his plan is to make 10 Halloween sequels.
Yeah, that I'll watch.
Wow.
That- that's-
I just got like a little
to get
flutter in
tingles?
it.
To get
Yeah,
tingles?
I got a
Yeah.
little butterfly.
Now, would you want? I actually would like the saga between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers to close in this next one to give us some closure because we didn't get it in the 2018 movie.
No.
We didn't, and I
Um,
honestly thought we were going to.
I did too.
I really did, and when it
Absolutely.
didn't happen, but I was happy because I love Lori, so
Yeah,
I
I
was
know,
like, hell
same.
yeah, girl. But
Yeah, I
But-
kind of thought they were gonna do like kill each other and kind of die in each other's arms.
I thought so too. I thought
Yeah.
so too. Yeah, or something to that effect for sure. But I kind of liked that it ended with the three girls,
Yeah.
standing strong. That was cool.
And then you
Three
hear
generations.
you hear Michael's this Strode is strong with
Yep.
this Strode.
Wow.
Really strode there.
You really strode out of that one. You
Strode me, Strode me, Strode.
But we all agree we liked the new Halloween.
Oh,
Loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I
loved
loved
it. Now if they do close this saga of Strode and Myers, do you want to see Michael Myers continue on in Halloween movies, or do you want to maybe see something along the lines of like
Season of
Halloween
the Witch.
3? Yeah, something like that. The way they were originally going to do after they killed off Michael Myers was every Halloween a different story.
Yeah.
Featuring something like
I'm trying to think
like an
how I
anthology.
feel about that.
Yeah. because personally I think that would be cool.
I think
It
it's a
would be
cool
cool,
idea.
but you just really can't call it Halloween.
I,
though.
You
that-
can't, not
that's-
anymore.
I was about to say
See?
too, like that's
Yeah.
a really
Every
cool,
person
like,
right now doesn't like Season of the Witch.
No.
no, that's not
No,
true.
that's
You know
not
what it-
true.
you know what it
I
is?
like Season of the Witch.
You know what? The first Halloween was Michael Myers. The second Halloween, they wanted to close up the story and finish the story with
Yeah.
Halloween 2.
Yes.
Then the plan was that after that, it was going to be a Halloween movie. And it's going to be different stories that take place on
Yeah.
or around
Bingo.
Halloween.
Right.
Which
Sort
is,
of like an
which is
anthology
fine.
kind of
like
thing.
an anthology,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing is that now you can't do that and call it Halloween
Yeah.
because
Yes,
now after
exactly.
God knows how many movies already, what is it, like 10, 12 movies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Halloween is synonymous with Michael Myers.
that's very true.
Told you.
Oh, eat my
Yeah.
butt, Pat.
Pat
And
just
also, I
yelled
Pat
at
and I
Mike.
had this
think
talk
when
earlier
you,
in the week.
When you watch
Oh.
Halloween, you want to see Michael. You're
Yeah.
watching for
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. At
You
this
know?
point, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a cool Nightmare on Elm Street, and then they
I was
change him
just
every
about to
single
say that.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like
that's a little.
it's something that's
Mm.
associated with it. Nightmare. It could be another kid's nightmare with a
could be
different.
another Elm
story.
Street.
It could be a complete. Yeah.
Right.
In a different town.
in a different.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere.
I feel like you just did like a Talking Head song in another part of the world, and you may find yourself.
But no, so that's why like it has this association that like they're so close
Yeah.
together and they're completely intertwined. You can't take that
Can't do
away.
it.
And
Can't do
that's not to say the same for Season of the Witch, because obviously like we love it so much
It's
and we
so
know
good.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But even as kids, we fucking hated it. Like we've talked about this before, how none
I
of us liked
loved
it
it.
at first.
I
because
liked it
was
because
like,
I thought Michael Myers was a robot.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like
I'm sorry.
I
what?
thought he was. I okay. So as a little kid, I'm talking like a little kid. When I
Yeah.
would watch Halloween 3,
Right.
I never really put two and two together. That was Michael Myers on TV in the gas station scene.
Uh-huh.
But I thought that like all the cyborgs in it. I thought
Mhm.
Michael Myers was one of the robots, which just like without his mask on. It's like, oh, maybe it was him.
Lord's
That's-
done.
What do you? Don't
Okay.
laugh! Don't laugh at
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm not laughing. No, it's okay.
I had an imagination. She's
Yeah, she's laughing.
She's laughing.
Wow.
Well, I meant to watch this over the weekend, but I'll just bring it up. Hagazusa is a creepy folk horror film. It's
Yeah, with
that's
that
actually
name.
how it's
I
pronounced.
know.
Hagazusa.
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 That's I
Okay.
brought that up when we were over. I was like, hey,
Mhm.
I was thinking about
Yes,
throwing it on, but I'm like,
yes,
man, I
yeah.
really don't want to read subtitles.
Yeah.
Right.
Pat, if you want to bring that up, it's Hagazussa.
HAGAZUSSA.
LMNOP.
ZUSSA.
Uh,
You spell that off the top of your head. You can't say dragon.
well, I have it written
Ain't that
down,
some shit?
and I have an Erie accent.
You do. You do.
Yeah, you've been to Erie. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a weird mix of Canadian and Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good way to describe
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Really
you just
weird
don't.
mix.
You don't pronounce out the way I do.
No,
Mhm.
no,
out,
correct.
Out.
Oot.
Yeah. Out.
Well, this movie looks really good. It almost has like that's. It looks like it has that slow burn, kind of like the way The Witch did. As a matter of fact, they're calling this Germany's answer to The Witch, which I don't think it.
You guys are gonna hate me because I did not like The Witch.
Did you watch it
all.
with subtitles?
No.
If
That
you watch it with
is a
subtitles,
game
it's a game
changer.
changer. for
Really?
sure.
I
Yeah.
did not like it at first either because I didn't know what the fuck they were saying.
Like,
half
are they?
the time.
Is he
You
yelling
watch
at
it with
her? Is
oh
he
my
agreeing
God.
with her?
You watch it with subtitles and it completely changes it because then you know what the hell they're saying.
Well, now I'm gonna have to try
You
it
have
because I
to.
didn't think it was a bad movie. I was just
But
kind of like bored,
I was the
Overwhelmed.
same way the first
Yeah,
time we
was
watched
sort of-
it.
I
was
loved the
like,
ending, but
Yeah.
oh yeah, same. But like
Yeah.
I was like, I can't get into this. I don't
yeah,
care.
yeah, I
But
didn't
then-
care. That's how I
Yep,
felt. I was
watch
like,
it
I
with
don't
the
care about any of
subtitles.
these
Really?
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved The Witch.
I thought the atmosphere was incredible.
Oh
It was
my God,
there was
that's-
so much tension.
that
Well,
would
that's
yes.
so
that's
much
what this
very
kind of reminds
yeah,
me
so
of.
this kind of has the feel for it there. Like that's already uneasy right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
a big man hand going around a girl's throat unwillingly.
A medieval
But, like, that
feminized
really-
eraser head. Holy shit! What a description for this movie.
Yeah. But it's right now. This movie is streaming on Amazon Prime and Shudder. It's by Doppelganger Releasing, and it's produced by Bloody Disgusting.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. Well, now
Yeah.
I might have to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out this weekend too. But
Ooh, yeah, it's creepy.
yeah, I like movies like this, and
Well, did you like It Comes at Night?
no, because it
Terrible.
was a filler episode for Walking
right.
Dead.
It was
Yeah.
real awful.
'Cause
I
we
was
were-
very upset that I paid to go see
You were
that.
upset.
Oh, I was so
I
mad.
remember after you watched it.
Yeah, I remember I stormed into the gym and I was
You
like,
did.
Eugene?
You told me I'd like that piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me I would like it. Ugh.
Eugene.
I was
We
pissed.
just met. We were talking about horror movies. I didn't quite know where your tastes laid.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
Oh, I was so unhappy with
I was
that
like, it
movie.
was, I don't know. And then when she said it, I was like, you might like it.
And
And,
then-
then she
and
went to
I
go see
never-
it and she yelled at me the
I
next day.
never let you let down either
I know.
because other times he'd be like, "Oh, I saw this movie," and I looked at him and I was like, "Yeah, well, you also told me It Comes at Night was good, so I don't know about that."
So we're aware that there's a Dune movie coming out.
Yes.
But I guess there's actually going to be a pilot. They're filming a pilot for Dune: The Sisterhood. I guess it's The Sisterhood is one of the many Dune books. So they're taking the story to that, and they're going to do a TV show for it. At least
On
try
what, like
it.
Netflix or
I don't know yet.
you don't know? Yeah.
There's
Interesting.
nothing for that yet. If anything, I hope it's Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix
yeah,
is
just
great.
so we can get it all at once.
That's right. You
Yeah,
could binge
like
it.
I
Yeah.
hate waiting. Like, oh god, next week.
And I
And
also
then-
think like horror-esque TV shows that are week to week, but I mean, obviously apart from The Walking Dead, I think they're hard. It's hard for people to bite onto them and
Yep.
really stay consistent. I don't know what it is,
I know what you mean.
but it's much easier to bite onto a binged like a show you can binge.
Yeah.
When it comes to like horror type. Maybe
But
I'm wrong, but
if
I
it's not-
noticed that.
It works it's that way if it's a story, but if it's something along the lines of like Tales from the Crypt,
Totally
like,
different.
That's totally
Yes,
different.
totally
but when you have
different.
a story, say
Yeah.
like how the Haunting at Hill House. If,
No.
Yes.
I were to watch
What?
that,
Ugh.
he hates it.
Oh my!
Yeah.
How did
Drew
you
and I
hate
love
You
it.
want to talk
I'm
about boring? That
obsessed
whole
with
show
that
was boring.
movie.
It ended so
You're
stupidly.
boring.
It turned
There'll
me
be
off
food and
forever.
drink and go.
I loved it.
I'll watch the two originals
The greatest
before
jump
watching that
scare
again.
ever is in that show.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
That was a good jump
I
scare, but
loved
that's
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
loved it.
I had to call the neighbor. Oh, I shot the neighbor a text saying, "Please don't call the cops. We're watching House on Haunted or Haunting at Hill
Haunting of Hill
House."
House,
right.
And they actually responded going, "Okay, good. We thought you killed your wife."
Oh,
Like-
wow.
I screamed
it
so
was
loud.
a blood curdling
Well,
scream.
I
It was
also
like-
I don't think it was me personally. I don't consider that really horror. To me, it was like a depiction of grief and
Yeah,
how
okay.
horrible loss
Yeah.
and death and
Yeah.
the family dynamics and all of and dysfunction. That was what I got from it.
Yep.
Yes, there are like ghosts and stuff, but
Yeah, they're that's I like it too.
it
I
has
like a
horror
good
elements.
story.
Yeah,
I
and a
like
great
things
story.
that I can follow along
Yeah.
with and not just be scared.
That's right. Yeah, I agree. Eugene just
which-
is totally ignoring.
I'm not saying a
Eugene's like
goddamn
shaking
thing.
his head like,
I
no, you're
did
wrong.
not
It's
like it.
terrible.
Yeah, but there was
The
also
only
the
thing
time
worth-
that he told you to watch It
Comes at Night.
Oh,
That's
okay,
fantastic.
well, you got to bring up old
five-star.
shit.
That 5-star movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing worth
Critics are
watching, and the
raving.
only reason I finished watching the show was because I read an article ahead of time about all the Easter egg little hidden ghosts.
You
in
were
all the
telling me about
scenes
that. Yeah.
inside the house.
Yeah.
And like the creator, fuck, I forgot his name already.
Yeah, fuck it.
He said that he designed the show where after you watch it the first time, you got to rewatch it again
Yeah.
immediately afterwards, so
Right.
you can pick up the ghosts in every scene that
Yeah.
they were
Oh
in the
my
house.
gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought we were talking about It Comes at Night. That's why I said, "Oh fuck him." No.
Oh
The
yeah,
guy
that's
that,
what I'm doing.
The guy that
Well, you were the one that told me that.
I
And
zoned
then
out
I-
for a
yeah.
second,
yeah. And I tried to do it. I was like pausing it And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I'm just like blind or what, but I don't see anything.
So the guy that did that, is the guy that did Hush. Remember Hush?
Brilliant. I
That was a good
loved
movie.
that
He did
was a
Hush.
movie.
He did
really good
Gerald's Game.
Oh, I
And,
love Gerald.
Gotcha.
Okay, can I
Gerald's Game.
hold on?
Bring-
Before we keep
You
going,
go right ahead.
Gerald's Game. Let me tell you that scene.
with the
When you-
with the feet.
Listen, I checked my closet every night for like a month. Every time I went to bed.
I like squealed and put my legs up as far as I could, as close to my chin as possible.
Dude,
I
I
was
Like
thought-
just sucking on your toes. Just
And not only did I watch that while I was reading that true crime book that we were talking about the Golden State Killer.
Oh, I'll be gone in the dark.
I'll be gone in the dark. So I'm I'm
Oh.
reading this intense, book about the Golden
and
State
then you
Killer.
watched Gerald's Game.
Then I watched Gerald's Game, and
Oh.
literally for like 3 nights, it was the summer, and the windows were open.
Yeah.
For like 3 nights, I thought that the Golden State Killer dressed as the dude from Gerald's Game was gonna crawl
Oh
through my
my
window.
God.
That is the fucking scariest thing right there.
So
Because if
scary.
they're
Terrifying.
already both terrifying, put them
Yeah.
together.
Right, just like a super.
Like they did some weird
Yeah.
fusion. Ha! It became some
Right.
super killer toe sucker. Oh,
Ugh.
Super killer
good
toe
too.
sucker.
I loved that
Yeah.
movie though. By
I think
the
that
way.
should be the title of the
super killer
of the
toe
episode.
sucker.
Super killer toe sucker.
But like, oh man, like some people pay top dollar for that shit though. Just sucking on them toes and stuff.
Yeah,
and
but
he
from
just-
that dude.
Oh, hey, that
Yo,
guy-
when
look,
it
everyone has a price. All right.
listen, the only thing I will say about that movie, I thought it was I loved it. The ending though sort of turned into a Lifetime.
I agree.
It just-
That was my
Yeah,
one
let's-
qualm too.
It
Let's
was very
tie up
strange.
some loose ends.
Yeah,
But it
and
was
very
very-
just her going up to him and just standing there. And then
Yeah.
I was like, no, where is she going? Yeah.
Which-
Your moonlight.
Which when it like the big reveal that dude was like a legit guy. Like,
Yeah.
yo.
There it is. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no,
No, I
I
don't
don't want to see it again.
It's like on a loop right now.
So
Oh, yo, dude, come on, you're killing
Yeah.
me.
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
No,
Like 4 times
no.
already.
His
guess
eyes
what?
are-
Eyes are closed, not watching.
Oh my god. I
Would you say your
hated
eyes
it.
are wide shut?
And
Oh,
still-
God.
Anyways, all right.
Hey,
so
hold on. Before we're on that, before we leave
before
that,
we're on what?
but I don't
I'm
know.
still.
I don't know why I didn't fucking remember it, but the same director who did Honey Hill House, he just directed Dr. Sleep.
That's exactly what I was getting into.
There we go.
Oh.
Mike Flanagan.
Hey.
Mike Flanagan.
Mike
that's his
Flanagan.
name. Yep.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I think it's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
Did
Yeah.
you see the trailer
Fucking
for it?
And no, I told you I don't watch trailers.
right, that's
I don't
right, that's right.
really
Okay.
watch them. Jesse
All right, it's
watches
a
all
teaser.
of them.
Go ahead.
okay.
Oh, all right.
Jess watches every single trailer that comes out,
My
and
That's
does
crazy.
too.
I
I
do
don't do
too.
that. I
I
watch.
know.
Yeah, I hate watching trailers that people send me. I'll watch I'll catch a real quick clip of something, and then
same.
that's
But I don't
it.
want to. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But
you
it looks.
know?
I mean,
Yeah.
we already know the premise of it.
Well,
You
yeah.
know,
Right,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
he grows up to be Tommy grows up to be a piece of shit, just like his dad.
Do you
Jack.
call him Tommy?
Oh God, I did, didn't I?
It's Danny.
I know. God damn it.
Oh, he looks
I was
so
thinking
sad
of,
that he got the facts wrong.
No,
It
I
happens
was
a lot.
thinking of.
That was so
It
sad.
happens a
That
lot.
No, I mix.
you
I
looked
mix,
down at your notebook like your notebook was good.
Were you thinking Tommy
super
Jarvis?
long.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mix up.
Yeah,
I
I
mix
thought so,
kids up a
yeah.
lot
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, so
That's why
All
we
right.
can't have any.
It's okay. Listen,
Yeah.
Micah.
Who is
Micah,
this?
we're all human beings. It's okay. We make mistakes.
No, we're not.
We-
You fucked up.
Get out.
oh man, I'm gonna be hitting the bucha hard tonight.
Oh, I
Oh
love it.
wow.
Just
Great.
get nice and vinegary. Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi's in it.
No.
Who's Gerald?
Oh.
Gerald Game. Hey, didn't he play Lurch on in the Addams Family movie? And then he was also the big giant guy in Twin Peaks.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So he
nice.
plays big
Oh.
giant guy.
He's a big
He's so
motherfucker.
good at
Good for
playing a
him.
big creepy giant guy.
So he was the one sucking the toes in Gerald's Game.
Yep.
Nice.
Gross.
That's awesome.
Yo,
he's
that's
like
so-
Oscar and
I
like,
hate
this
it
is
so
great because I'm a
much."
foot guy. So
Ew, now
I am
now that's
into
what I'm thinking
this.
about when I go to bed. Is
Damn.
his stupid.
just
fat
you know
head.
what? Just give it a chance. Dangle your feet over the bed and see what happens.
I'm gonna throw.
I got
you.
nothing
You
left
got
to lose.
you
Might
gotta
as well just do
you gotta
it.
face your
My stomach
fears
turned a little bit.
with your feet. Did you Did you guys see that? Are you? We all. You know that? Are you afraid of the dark's coming back?
Yep.
Wait,
There's
what?
a-
Hold
yeah.
on. What?
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Is it, but Canadian,
So
like
there's,
is it?
Like the Nickelodeon TV
Yeah.
show.
But
Sick.
it's a Canadian.
It was a
TV
Canadian show,
It's
yeah.
a Canadian
Oh, is it?
TV show that aired on YTV.
I don't know if this is
It should be
Canadian
because
or not, though.
we created it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
not-
Is literally like that was my favorite show growing up.
Oh hell yeah!
It was amazing.
Who was the reoccurring character? The doctor. What was his name? Doctor.
Oh god, I
Remember
don't
he
know.
kept popping up in different episodes.
Yeah, but I don't remember his name.
Oh shit, that's gonna bug me.
But a lot of those-
Yes, actually.
Dr.
Oh.
Giggles.
a lot of those actors went on to be very successful.
Yeah.
And the one is
Really?
yeah, and the one is now I think a weatherman in like some province in Canada. But they
That's
all
great.
they all became pretty
Good.
successful.
I like hearing stuff like that.
What was it?
Dr. Vink.
Dr. Vink.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm. Oh, I
Um,
feel like binging that because that was a great
Oh,
show.
it was so good.
So good.
I found a couple of
I'd like
full
to see that.
episodes on YouTube the one time. Like,
oh, that's so
uh-huh,
good.
I was
the
so
best one
happy.
was the one where he gets trapped in the mall, but it's a giant pinball machine.
The pit,
Yeah.
That used
all
to-
the video games come alive.
that
yeah.
used to
Oh,
weird me out.
I watched
man.
the Dollhouse one where she gets trapped in the dollhouse.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they cast the Midnight Society.
Aw.
The only name
So
that
cool.
stuck out was Raphael Castle, who's in It and
Okay.
Goosebumps 2, the chubby kid
Yes.
from It. What was his name?
Chubby kid.
Hey, Fatso.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
all right, whatever.
Yeah, we got his stomach cut.
Well, he's
Oh,
in,
Benny?
Yeah.
yeah, he's in this.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah,
I
so
he
he's
really
part of
should be
this.
Canadian. I am irritated if it's not.
I don't know if he's a Canadian actor, and
Well-
I don't know if this is.
No, it's not that the kid's Canadian.
Jeremy Ray
I'm not
Taylor.
gonna hold it against him.
I can
I mean, he'd be better if he was.
Not everyone's.
but-
A Quiet Place 2, which is being filmed just outside of Buffalo
Yeah,
here,
that's
in
exciting.
Akron. Yeah, that's super cool. I guess this is going to go into the origin of what these creatures are, where they come from, and everything that happened, which led up to why this post-apocalyptic world we live
It's
in, where we have to
exciting.
be quiet.
Very cool.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, sometimes like stuff like that, like I don't want explanations. Like we were talking about
Yeah.
the new Terrifier that they're working on.
Right.
I guess it's
yes.
going to have like a little background on what Art the Clown is, because there's a little touch of supernatural there.
Well, yeah, because he's a little bit of a I don't know what I don't really know what he is.
Well, we don't know, because he first popped up in All Hallows Eve when he was
Yep.
on the tape.
Can I tell you something kind of funny though? So I loved All Hallows Eve, by the way. I loved
We
it.
watched that with you, right?
We did,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
yes,
That was a
and
stab in
then
the dark.
we watched Terrifier. And okay, so I forgot that he was supernatural, and for some reason I had like completely blocked it out. And I was just convinced that he was like just a psycho, like just
Yeah.
a dude that
Some
was like
regular-
psychotic.
Yeah, yeah.
So when shit started getting really weird near the end, I was getting like so angry,
Oh
and
my
like Jesse's
God.
sitting there,
Really?
and I looked at him and I was like, oh what? So now he can just like we can turn the lights off? Oh, he has the power to do that? And I was getting so upset, and Jess looked at me, he's like, yeah, he's like a supernatural creature, remember? And I was like, oh. But, and then I liked the movie, but
Yeah.
at first I
Yeah.
was really upset about it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that was the All Hallows Eve. That was a different actor playing Art.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which the guy who did that did a great job too. He had
Yeah.
the mannerisms and everything.
Yeah.
He was scary, but I
Yeah.
guess for Terrifier, he just like there was not really a reason. He was just like, no, I don't feel like doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Hey,
now David Howard Thornton is like
He's brilliant.
killing
He is
it.
So good.
So
yeah,
good.
like
yeah.
he's like a
He
hot
is
commodity
him,
right
man.
now.
He
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
art. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess A Quiet Place 2 will be cool. I mean, it's coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
But just the whole explanation of like what they are. I mean, maybe some things should just be left unsaid.
Well,
That whole less is more.
Yeah, and I think also I love using it sounds so cheesy, but I love using my imagination and coming up with
Mhm.
my own reasons for things that are happening.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you read a book and you're sort of like envisioning this world
Yeah.
or whatever. So I don't mind not knowing things, but then the other side of me is like, no, tell me, I want to know.
Yeah.
Why is he like this? What was his childhood
Okay.
like?
Okay.
Well, I think
Let's unpack it.
I think not knowing everything kind of brings like, and we've we've discussed this before. It's kind of like an element of that realism, like, and
Right.
like the reason why we loved It Follows so much is like it's not like, you know, they went in and they researched this crazy, you know, old demon and then they brought it to some professor in a nearby college and he told them
Right.
how to do whatever. Like it was just these kids going like, yo, we got to get rid of this, and
Like-
that's it.
Like
Yeah.
The Ring,
Yeah.
how she did all that investigative work and like went back to like to see Brian Cox and like
But I feel like
Yeah.
when that came out, people wanted that, and people were
Yes.
looking for explanations for a lot of things
Yeah,
during
very
that
true.
time.
there's no way you're gonna figure
You
that
know?
shit out from watching that shitty video. Like,
No,
you're-
and also
you're gonna die.
I think what happens
You're
when
gonna
people like over explain things is you get caught, and sometimes then the story no longer makes sense,
Yeah.
and there's plot holes
Yeah.
everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
The Vampire Diaries, hello,
Oh yeah,
like just plot holes.
Supernatural has so many
galore.
plot holes
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Very frustrating because
It
then
is.
us nerds are like, oh no, hold
yeah.
on a
Wait,
second.
well,
How does
wait
this
a
make
second.
sense?
In
Yeah.
season
Especially
2,
like the-
episode 5,
Yeah,
they said,
exactly.
Especially
Yeah.
like the ass load of plot holes we had in that last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, oof, which we could
Yeah.
talk all night about
and
that.
look,
but-
at I didn't hate it, but also
No.
I wanted more of the Mad Queen, and I'm
Yep,
disappointed I,
I know,
didn't get
me
it.
too.
Just wanted more, and
Just
I was
wanted more.
cheering when she burned the city.
She
down.
was.
I know
It
you
was
did. You
fantastic.
what the shit?
I
Look
know.
it. I
was
was
no,
super
I
get 'em,
quiet.
get
felt
'em.
it.
They-
I felt her. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
you know what? I get you, girl. You burn it down.
Yep.
Just burn them all.
I support it.
Oof,
Right?
Man. Anyways. Then okay, I know trailers. We don't like trailers, but
It's in the notes, Micah, so you might as well
Weaving,
say
yeah,
it.
exactly. It's not going back now. Once it's written down, it's coming out of my mouth. Samira Weaving, who appeared in Ash vs. Evil Dead, is going to take on her crazy new in-laws in Ready or Not. It's going to come out in August. Did you see the trailer for that, Eugene?
Oh,
Yeah, it
wait
looks
a
good.
second. I didn't
Looks
see the
good.
trailer, but I did
I
hear
tagged you
about
in
it.
it.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
watch it. I didn't watch the
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fun.
It looks like it's going to be a good time. I mean, it's a red band trailer, and it has a scene where the maid gets her head blown off
Yep.
by a shotgun.
Yeah.
Fun. Like those to me, those are horror movies
Fun,
that are
yeah.
just super
That's
fun.
That's a good time right there.
And quick question for you guys. This has nothing to do with that. Well, sort of does. Did you guys watch? I think it was called Mom and Dad.
Oh, Micah
With
did.
Nicolas Cage?
With Nicolas Cage.
I did.
It
Selma
was
Blair?
so fun.
good.
So good.
It was really
So
good.
fun. Like
Yeah.
So
like
good.
you just want to have a good time and like eat
Mhm.
some pizza and chill out.
Yeah.
Watch
That's the
that.
movie to
It's
watch.
so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
loved
watched
it.
that before work one day, and I got super pumped.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like speeding on the way into work. It was great.
yeah, I thought it
No
was super fun.
explanation.
At all.
Yeah.
Which made it awesome.
And how awesome was Lance Henriksen showing up and being like, "Hey, there's sport to his grandson." Then
so good.
where's my son at? There
grandson?
he is. My
So
my grandson.
This is my grandson.
My
grandson.
It was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a super good movie.
Loved
And
it.
one of my favorite Nick Cage freak out moments is the pool table scene.
Oh, so good. So good.
Such a fucking meltdown. What
Yeah.
a maniac.
Hey man, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what the year for Nicolas Cage. My
Oh,
God.
he's
my
incredible.
God,
My God,
yeah.
between,
For
between
Mandy.
that and Mandy,
I
now
mean,
he
that
has-
breakdown scene in Mandy,
Oh.
like my
Oh my God.
heart was literally breaking because
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
like, oh my
You-
God, I can feel him.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
you,
so good.
never
yeah.
seen
So
anything
good.
like that. Like, and it was just like a continuous scene of him just flipping shit.
Yeah.
Like it was.
And that was really vodka
amazing.
he was chugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
raw.
wasn't,
Like
that,
that
wasn't
was
water.
raw, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
was real
That
vodka.
was real vodka, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Man,
who
he's
knows
that's
where
like a
he
His
went?
reaction where he was
Yeah.
grabbing his
Crazy.
throat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was legit.
That
That's
to me, it's
awesome.
like, where did he
Burning.
have to go for that scene?
Yeah.
You know, and
Deep.
wow, yeah, it was really
which,
really well done.
Yeah, which you've been taking acting classes.
Yes.
Now, could you? How
That was a
deep?
great.
would
I
you,
liked that segue. That was great.
Yeah. Thank
you.
Beautifully
Hey,
done.
What can I say? That's probably the best one I've ever
That
done.
was really good.
They're
Yeah.
typically not very smooth.
No.
At all.
But that was
one
like
really good.
listen,
We're gonna
it's
since
keep
like-
we're
that.
discussing
Speaking of
acting.
assholes,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. So when did you? What made you decide to get into acting classes?
Well, I've wanted to do that for a long time, but I never like. It sounds so weird, but I never felt like I could. And I think I even talked to Eugene about this.
Yeah.
Like right before I started, I was so nervous. I sat in the parking lot for like a half an hour contemplating whether or not I should even go inside.
No shit.
Yeah, I had so much anxiety about it. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be so bad at this. But I ended up really loving it. It's so fun. And last night we did a showcase. Like my whole class did our showcase. So
Yeah.
we did comedy improv, and then we each got to do like a scene.
Mhm.
And me and my scene partner, Josh Nuncio, who's an incredible actor out of Buffalo as well, he and I did Barefoot in the Park. Yeah, and I love Jane Fonda so much. So
Aw.
it was so fun and so
Aw.
cool, and I was
Nice.
so excited afterwards. Like I couldn't stop smiling. I was so happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Has acting helped wrestling at all?
Yes, it really has, because with wrestling, it's very you just have to do it, and you don't get a second chance to do it. You just
Yeah.
have to get it on the first try.
Yep.
Where with acting, like, you really have an opportunity to explore and perfect kind of what you want to say and this sort of thing. And it's helped me slow down. So when I'm talking in like promos or anything like that, like
That's awesome.
I slow it down a little bit,
Get like
and
your pacing down and
yeah,
Yeah.
and like coming in the middle is when you come into a scene, you're already in the scene. So I've kind of used that into wrestling, like I'm coming
Nice.
into a promo, but I'm already there, kind of thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's helped a lot for sure.
The one thing that like I've always noticed like with your matches, and this is even before you were taking the acting classes, your facial expressions and how vocal you are.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you have the absolute, like when you get like a pouty thing going on, like your fists are at your side, like the Arthur meme. You do your little
Listen,
stamp around, like-
I don't have a whole lot of moves, so I got to do something. No, but
Hey.
the acting's really good, and my acting coach is Frank Rossi, and he is an incredible actor, and he's based out of Buffalo, and it's cool because you don't think that Buffalo, New York is going to have this like thriving
Mhm.
acting scene,
And they
and,
do.
and
Yeah.
it does. It really
do.
does.
it's starting to boom around here, right?
It's
Yeah.
amazing, and it's and they're also like I can't stress enough how talented Frank and Josh are. They're gems, and they're hidden gems, because it makes me angry. It literally makes me angry that nobody knows really who he is yet. Like it physically makes me rage because he's so good, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. It's like that wrestler. Like I understand. Like, it's like
yes.
the wrestler that's so good and he's been working for 20
Yup,
years, like
and
my husband.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
really can appreciate how good he is yet. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another name comes Bill Collier too.
Bill Collier is
Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic wrestler.
And
He's
it's,
so good.
Yeah, your husband definitely made it further than he did, but
My grizzled vet of a
Oh.
husband
Yeah.
is so talented.
39
I
years
love
old
that
and
his-
moves better than
His Facebook post,
yeah.
like, "Don't
That-
sleep on
yeah.
me." I'm
Yeah,
like,
that
"Oh,
was-
baby
Oh,
Jesse."
that I was at first I was
know.
like, oh man, he's at that age now where he's gonna be saying shit like that. But then I'm like, you know what?
I'm so proud of
Mhm.
him. I'm proud
yeah,
of
I
him
am
because
too.
you know what? Like, he has the street cred to say whatever the F
Yeah.
he wants
Oh
to.
my God.
Very true.
You think about
Right.
the group of kids he trained here in Buffalo to begin
Yeah.
with that are just making waves everywhere in the
Such good
independent scene.
kids.
Yeah, great,
Yeah.
great kids.
The chickens, the
And,
little chickens.
Yeah.
My little chickens.
Little baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, trust me, I agree with you on that when it comes to Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what Mike. I didn't know you were saying that. So, Laura, you guys are in a movie together?
We are. So we just finished filming. We don't have a huge role or anything like that. It was
Yeah.
just a couple days of shooting. But God, Givers of Death,
Mm-hmm.
and Addison Henderson. Henderson was
Henderson.
Henderson. I'm
Yep.
pronouncing that right. So he wrote, directed, and he's a star. And he's a Buffalo born and raised.
Yeah.
He lives in LA now, but
Yeah.
he is, gosh, he's so incredible. I mean, that was my first time meeting him, but I honestly felt like we were instantly like best friends.
Really?
Like, to watch him be in the scene, then run to the monitor and watch the scene back, and then come back and direct how he wanted it, and then to do it all again. I mean,
That's incredible.
my mind was
Yeah. It's
impressive.
blown.
That's
It's
insane.
a lot of
Yeah.
multitasking. It's definitely a lot
yeah.
of talent to do that.
And the whole crew, like, I mean, it was a huge Buffalo based crew,
Mhm.
you know, and they were all so fantastic, and they welcomed us all, me and Jesse, as like family, and it was
Aw.
Awesome.
That's
yeah, it was really, really. I mean, it was
So
great.
what genre is this movie? God.
It's a horror thriller kind of,
Nice.
yeah, which is exciting because obviously being a horror fan.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
of course.
I
Yeah.
mean, I said to Frank, one of the first things I said to Frank, my acting coach, was I really want to be in a horror movie.
Oh, God
And he
bless
was
you.
kind of like, okay. I said, no, really though, I want to die.
yeah.
Like just the
Die.
worst death
You would be the
possible,
best
you know?
camp counselor.
I would love
Yeah,
that.
just like
just
the peppy
worst.
like
Yep.
camp counselor.
Kill me.
Yeah. Oh,
like
Yep.
I want to like throw me in like a what are those wood choppers?
wood
Oh,
chipper?
yeah. Wood
Oh,
chipper,
my God.
yeah.
Yeah,
Head first.
You definitely want to have like a memorable scene if you're
Yeah.
if you're in a horror flick.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna die in a horror flick.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I feel bad for like some of the ones that are like, hey, budget, we just gotta stab you off scene real quick.
Yeah.
Just lean forward and go.
Just
yeah,
lean forward.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, you got it. I want to like.
Yeah, you want, like,
I want
the
like
guts.
Jason X style, where my head goes into
Oh,
the.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm all about
All
that.
that big dick energy in that movie.
Wow.
Um,
We're
wow.
going back with the dicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It always
sorry,
comes back
sorry.
to
I
dick.
thought,
does
I
always
thought,
come back
I
to
thought
dick.
yeah,
Well,
that's true.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Do you know when that's going to be coming out?
I don't know. We just finished shooting.
Is this
it.
going to get
okay.
like theatrical?
I mean, I would hope so. I hope so. I only got to see little things as
Yeah.
they shot it, but I mean, I hope so. Because when I say that I love Addison, he's such a gem, and I really want it to do well because
Mhm.
he's great. And the whole cat, like everyone was so
Yeah.
good. I was like, oh my God, you guys, this is like,
Yeah.
this is Buffalo, but this is good shit happening in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's not some like little rinky dink movie. Like, this
Yeah.
is a big
Yeah.
deal.
Ellie, that's
it's
awesome.
weird because they it's starting to boom the film industry here in Buffalo. I mean, you already talked about how A Quiet Place 2 was
Yeah.
here.
Right.
They did like Ninja Turtles, they did Marshall, they did,
Yeah.
like a lot of these big movies that got wide releases.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
maybe I might be wrong, but didn't they used to film all the movies and a lot of movies in Rochester? And now it's
Yes,
not as
absolutely.
not prevalent anymore.
That's
'cause now
right.
it's
Really?
moving.
It's
like moving to
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah.
It's Buffalo. And actually, speaking of Marshall, my acting coach actually casted a majority of the extras and a lot of the principals that were in
Really?
Marshall. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is just like, again, when I go back to like Buffalo actors, people may not think like that they have the chops to
Mhm.
really give her like they would in New York. But let me tell you, like the actors in Buffalo kick ass.
Yeah, they
like
do.
I'm blown away by them for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
I asked earlier about acting, helping you in wrestling and stuff. I want to talk about your last little story there when you were in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. Dead.
Your death scene.
Yeah, the best.
Straight up, like, how do we write this character off? Killer. How did that come about? Like, whose idea was that?
That was Jimmy Jacobs.
He's
Thank
fucking
God.
awesome.
Thank
Yeah, that
God
was
for
cool.
Jimmy, because Jimmy,
Love Jimmy Jacobs.
he really took the Allie, Sue, Rosemary storyline under his wing and let it grow and flourish. And if it wasn't for Jimmy, I don't know that it would have led to what it did.
Mhm.
He is brilliant. And the death scene for me, as I've just finished telling you, first of all, Freddie is my dude. Okay, like, yo, Nightmare on Elm Street. That was the very first horror movie I ever saw, and I'm still obsessed. And to die by a Freddy claw,
That's awesome.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
girl, kill me.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
right in the neck.
And
Yeah.
I felt like Allie, that version of Allie. I think that she went out like how like what's a better ending than to legit be,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was perfect. Yeah.
And we
No.
cried. We were
Yeah.
both me and Rosemary and Kiera and Sue. We were crying, real tears, because it was emotional. And there was one
There was the end of an era right there.
there was one
Yeah.
part where Rosemary looked up at the devil and said, I laid there dying in her arms, and she looked up at him and she said, how could you do this? And I cried and she cried. Like, that was real,
Aw.
So yeah, it was, what a way to go.
It
I loved it.
definitely
Yeah,
had
it's
some
awesome.
some good segments there.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's just unreal watching you like with James Mitchell too.
Oh,
that was
he's
unreal.
he is amazing. I loved every second that I got to work with him. It
He
was so awesome.
my absolute favorite part of Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. I
amazing.
I thought I met him when I
Yeah.
was 16 years old. I got my
Oh,
picture with
so
him and
cool.
stuff.
I
and
love
like,
that.
yeah, he
Brilliant.
is. He was
Brilliant.
awesome.
Yeah.
He was absolutely awesome.
And so good to work with.
Is
so,
he?
so good to, and I, speaking of like impact, I mean, my family they're just all such solid wrestlers and performers.
yeah.
And I was very lucky, I think. And fans, I think, were a little upset that Allie got killed the way she did. But I feel like I always have to stress like how much I loved it and how much it meant to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they could have easily just been like, see ya.
All right.
Yeah,
You're gone.
bye.
All right.
A loser
Squash.
leaves.
Yeah.
Loser leaves town.
Loser leaves town, or,
Yeah.
or not, just squash.
Or
That's
yeah,
it.
just
Yeah.
just bury, just completely
And they
bury you.
didn't.
No.
They didn't. And I got to be a different character when I lost my soul.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which I'd never
I've
done that
never seen you
before.
were painting
That's
your
awesome.
face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Face
You went-
paint.
Yeah.
What? I hated every second of the face paint.
Yeah.
But
it looked cool.
only because
Yeah,
I,
it did.
I'm weird about putting things on my face. But the being that character was awesome. I
Yeah.
couldn't have asked for like a better arc,
Mhm.
story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, to go from Cherry Bomb to
Yeah.
Allie to Demon Ellie
Yeah.
to let's see, moving on now. What's
Moving
going on
on.
now? Where are you at?
Yeah, now I'm with All Elite Wrestling.
That is awesome.
Like what? How did that happen?
You did
I don't even know.
so you had your debut at it's All In
Yeah.
in Vegas.
In Vegas,
Yeah,
yeah,
just,
MGM Grand.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
your debut, you're standing right next to Jim Ross.
Not standing with him. Oh, I was on commentary.
With him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jim
fun.
Ross.
Like,
Hey, this is the first time you're ever doing commentary, and guess what? You get to do it with Jim Ross.
The legend.
The man
Excuse me
himself.
while I go
Man.
throw up in the
Like,
bathroom.
next to
Like,
Gordon Soley, like he's like the all-time great.
Amazing.
He's a legend. Yeah. and-
Amazing, yeah. Yeah.
So how nervous were you for that?
I was, you know what, I will be honest with you. So the commentary booth was up high, kind of where the fans were. So they walked me up there and I first saw the filled arena. I mean,
Ooh,
I want to say there
man.
was 13,000, more than 13,000.
More than 13.
Wow.
They were saying
Yeah,
like
it was more than
20,000.
There's a
on the
lot of
pay-per-view,
people.
yeah.
Let's just say there was a lot of people.
Yeah, they sold it
I
out.
cried. I cried the second I saw the
Aw.
commentary booth and I saw Jim Ross and I saw the crowd and I saw the girls coming down to the ring. I
Yeah.
cried for each and every one of them.
That was cool seeing Britt on TV.
I mean, seeing
That was awesome.
Like seeing all of them, truly seeing all of them. Like
Yeah.
when Kylie came out, I saw her cry and I instantly started crying too. I was like, oh my God, I feel you. It was a really, really cool moment. And I don't think I did great on commentary, but
You were fine.
it was my
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
time.
come on.
And I just felt blessed and lucky to have the opportunity. I was very grateful that I got to do it for
It's
sure.
very awesome.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing more of you in All Elite Wrestling.
It's very exciting. Fight for the Fall on July 13th. I'll be having my very first match against Brandy Rhodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Awesome.
wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I have new wrestling gear. I got new boots. I'm getting a new jacket. You know, it's
And they
gonna be
made your gear, right?
Sandra, who is
Yeah.
an amazing seamstress, is working on my gear right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's incredible.
That's
I'm
exciting.
so
I've
excited.
been
awesome.
able to successfully avoid watching wrestling since I've been with Micah for the past 8 years. And now my stupid friends have to be on it, so I have to stupid support
Gotta
it.
watch
Listen,
it.
I appreciate that. Okay,
I
you know what?
know.
Just for you, I'm gonna make it so not boring for you.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'm gonna make little tiny things, and you're gonna go, "Oh, okay, that's
Oh,
Laura right there.
that's
oh,
Laura.
okay. That's
Yep,
her.
there
Yep.
she is.
Yes, yeah,
Fucking-
exactly.
I know.
I watch
Yeah.
whatever Chris Jericho's on too, so but
Yeah,
obviously I'm watching it for you.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't give a shit about
Which-
Jericho. You know that.
Hey, we are a horror podcast, so let's bring it back. When you
Yes.
think of horror franchises where there is a solid movie nonstop, I think of Child's Play.
right.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think there's a single bad Child's Play movie. Obviously, there's some that are better than the others.
Sure.
But like you just can't go wrong with it. Every
Yeah.
one of them, even the
Even new
ones that like people are just like, oh, that's stupid. Like Seed of Chucky, like yeah, it's stupid, but it's
But it's
awesome.
fun.
It's
It's
so
fun.
much fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Which are you guys? We're planning on seeing the new one, right?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally. Do you in?
I would love to. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
for sure.
Let's do this. You're gonna
Yeah.
be in Florida.
I will be.
All right, so you'll be there in
Aw.
spirit.
I will be.
I'll take that wrestling buddy and put your face on it.
Perfect.
Oh,
That's all I ask.
Creepy.
Yeah.
cut a
Very
hole- cut a hole
creepy.
in it.
Oh.
Oh my God, my
Really?
gosh.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh,
Um,
wow. All right.
So when's the last time you guys watched Child's Play?
Well, partially last night because you put it on, but before
Yeah,
that,
dude. All right.
it's been a while.
What was the last one? Cult of Chucky?
Cult of
Yeah.
Chucky.
I watched Cult of Chucky, and then the one right before that was
Curse.
Curse of Chucky. I loved Curse
that
of
one
Chucky.
was so good.
Those
It was
were
so
so
good.
good.
Wait,
I-
you guys didn't go to the terror screening of Child's Play, did you?
No, we didn't,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah,
Okay,
Alex
okay.
Vincent was there.
Yeah.
who
I miss
played
so
who
many
played
of them.
Andy.
Played Andy.
Yeah.
How was he?
He was awesome.
I
Yeah,
I
was
met
good.
him at the one parahorror that I did.
Oh, he was schmoozing on you.
Yeah, he was, but that's
Yeah.
okay. And
Yeah,
my
he looked like he
sister.
liked to get
he
chase
he
tail.
like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the ladies, but no, he was super nice though. He was very friendly and just like chatty. He
Mhm.
he loves talking about it. He
Chatty
obviously
Cathy.
loves the fact that he's part of
The horror
Child's
community.
Play.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
We're-
cool.
But
Which-
it's good because I mean we've gone on about people who don't. Linda
Like-
Blair,
like
what's
Linda
up?
Blair.
But like
Yeah.
but no, it was but the people
She
that
hates
really
people.
do, like he knows exactly what he's here for. He
Yeah.
knows what he did and what he was a part of, and he fucking loves it and he embraces it. And I
Oh.
love that. Like, he's super, at least from what I've seen, he's super nice to every person he meets.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah.
Because it is a really special community. I think horror fans,
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
horror movies. I think,
Yeah.
I mean, anytime I go to a convention, it's like we're part of this weird dysfunctional family, and we all
That's
kind of
what it
love
is.
each other and connect with
Yeah.
each other. And yeah, it's really special
It
for
is,
sure.
that's right. I love
Yeah.
horror conventions. I think
They're
they're
best.
the
They
absolute
are.
best.
They
Like,
really are.
I would like to go to, like, you know, San Diego Comic-Con or, you know, New York Comic-Con, something like that one day, but
Go to
I
a
just
big one,
fucking
yeah.
love horror conventions.
Me too. Like
They're such a party too.
they are.
They're so
Mhm.
fun. The Days of the Dead we were sitting next to Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he-
nice.
And I mean, I was so scared of the Candyman as a child that I didn't go to the bathroom all week when I went to camp. Because I was so scared he was gonna pop up in the friggin' mirror.
Oh
God,
my
what a
God.
shit show that was. But amazing. He's such an amazing
Yeah.
person. All of them were just like, ugh, and
Yeah.
just so kind and really special. That has nothing to do with Child's Play, but anyway,
Well,
I
yeah,
have a
it's
hard
just-
time staying on topic. I don't know
Oh,
if you've noticed
don't-
that.
You're
Look
fine
at-
here.
Look who
Yeah.
you're talking to. Come on, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so Don Mancini, he's behind Child's Play, and of course we know that the director for the original Child's Play was Tom Holland,
Yep.
who of Fright Night fame,
Yep.
Yeah.
who's also just an all-around awesome horror dude.
Yep.
Which is where we get Chris Sarandon from, who plays the detective in the
Yeah.
first one. Who
Daddy.
drew no, that's the nickname for him.
I was waiting for that.
Ugh.
Allie, you into him at all? Chris
What?
Sarandon.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Did you drop a button?
Not a button. My telephone.
Oh dear.
Oh, there.
I like the way she enunciated
thought it-
button. She said,
That's
"That's
why
not
we-
a button."
That's why we make
Yeah.
her say we
We make her say
subtly
button.
get her like
Button.
because she calls it
Button.
button.
Listen, I'm Canadian.
Yes.
Yes,
Don't
you
make
are.
fun. It's not nice.
You're our second Canadian guest.
Who was the first?
RJ.
Isn't he half
Yep.
American?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he doesn't
Yeah.
count.
That's right,
yeah.
yeah. Psh.
Yeah.
He
His
ain't.
mom's like what? Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
who?
okay, Chris Sarandon. Are you into that?
Thank you, Pat.
I don't know what that means.
This dude.
From Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Jerry Dan-
Jerry
Oh,
Dandridge?
I know you're just all about him. No,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not my cup of tea at all.
He's
Really?
Not
definitely
even
my
a
cup of
tiny
tea.
bit.
Drew
but
makes me like wear
I'm
this
the
like
same way.
doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Drew like
No.
printed out a bunch of Chris
I
Sarandon pictures
love,
where
like-
cut holes out in it and makes me wear them in
Like
bed.
distinguished
That's
old
disturbing.
men.
It's hurt.
That's
not
like
me.
my thing.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
just
the
I know
nothing-
you love him.
suave, smooth. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened here, but like,
Well, I am older than you.
yeah, that's about it.
I have some grays in my
He-
beard. That
He's
makes
got.
me
He's also
distinguished.
got the little comb over. Going,
Yeah, there
so
you
he's
go.
halfway there.
And when we
Yeah.
first met, he had a faux hawk.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Listen,
I made very
Listen.
bad decisions.
I
at
wore a
21.
leather cuff on my wrist.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that
gonna lie.
ended.
I liked a good faux hawk when I
Yep.
was younger.
Yep.
I actually liked a real mohawk more, but
Same.
Faux
There we
hawks
go.
were
You had a
cute.
mohawk, right?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
are-
Liberty
you did.
spikes too.
You are punk rock.
Yeah. No, he's not really my thing. You know,
Yeah.
I like muscles. It doesn't look like he has many.
No, none.
No, he doesn't.
No.
But he's a vampire, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need muscles. if
He
you're a
had some
vampire.
muscles. He had
Huh?
like he had a
Okay, he
toned
gets
body.
points because he's a
Nah.
vampire. You're right.
He has like
yeah.
a- he has like a
You're a
CrossFit
vampire.
body.
You're
In
automatically
that scene
sexy
where
to me.
he's naked with that woman in front of the window, he
Yeah.
had some like
Yeah.
steps. He's not like buff, but he's
No.
like toned.
He was like John Cusack body. I don't know. It was weird.
Oh, John
Yeah.
Cusack is.
Look at-
I
There you
love
go.
John
There's a shirtless
Cusack.
pic of him right there.
Listen, I don't like this guy, but I would definitely not say
You
no to John
give it up
Cusack.
for John Cusack.
I'm the opposite. John Cusack, I'd be like, please just walk away.
Oh, but he's so cute.
That's not okay.
Yeah, I
There
was
we
gonna
go.
say that
Oh.
buff.
See,
That
look
buff
at
dude
that.
is not Chris Sarandon. I mean, I just think of like Humperdinck. Like
There it is. Well, there you go. There you go. What is
Yeah.
that? Wow, that is
Okay,
way
that's
not
not that
sexy. You
great.
see that?
No,
he's got no
we're-
meat on them bones, Drew.
None.
Right.
Look at this. Look at my tits pop. Can you do that? I don't think so. Ah.
Oh, there's like, can you do that? I'm like, I'm
Can
pretty
you
sure
do
we,
that?
yeah. We've established that I can.
Oh yeah, back on Child's Play.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that Chucky was purchased in the alley out back from like a hobo.
I know.
I completely forgot about that.
Wow,
Really?
I don't remember that
You
at
remember
all.
that? Yeah. So obviously at the beginning,
No, because
like,
part 2 is when they mass produce him, right?
Yes,
yes,
yeah,
for some reason
Yeah.
I brought that up too.
they recycle him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
brought that
Right,
up
yeah.
yesterday because we
Like,
were
how
watching
is
it,
that-
and that was like my favorite beginning of any movie
Because of the
is how-
melty plastic.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
satisfying the way that they put him back
It is
together.
oddly
it does-
satisfying,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it? Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like Christine going back into like full color, like that kind of
Yeah.
satisfying.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
scene.
except I love when they're like popping the eyes in. And
Yeah,
stuff like that. I just
yeah.
love that whole
Yeah.
like the paint with the way they
Mhm.
dot the freckles on, and it's
It
it's
is
so satisfying. Yeah.
Mhm,
I love
definitely see
it.
that.
Man, can we talk about how fucking perfect Brad Dourif is as Chucky? Of
course.
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking voice.
I'm
Yeah, it's
looking forward
amazing.
to Mark Hamill doing.
I
it.
am too.
I am too.
I think he's
I
gonna
really
be
am
I'm
very,
really
very
looking forward
good.
to it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna
Did
be
you know
fun.
that originally it wasn't Brad Dourif who was supposed to voice Chucky?
No.
And when I found out this little factoid, I wrestled whether I should bring it up or not.
Go ahead.
Don't do the impression. John Lithgow was supposed to be the
Oh
voice of
my
Chucky.
god! Wait.
John Lithgow was going to be in the
Wow.
original script. It was John Lithgow that they were going to
My dad?
cast to be.
How?
Chucky.
I mean, I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
You know what?
at
I don't
all.
hate it either. But
He just
He
sounds
just
like
sounds-
I think they did a better,
Yeah.
Oh,
they
they
did a better
absolutely
choice
did.
of Brad
For
Dourif.
sure. For sure. But let's not hate on him, okay?
Oh,
Because
no,
never.
No, 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 no. I
Never.
love John Lithgow.
he's amazing.
John Lithgow is
Yeah.
one of the most versatile actors
I
out
even
there.
liked him
Yeah.
as
period.
Judd.
Yeah, incredible. What?
I said I even liked him as Judd in the new Pet Cemetery, and I hated that
Let's
movie.
Oh, I didn't watch
Dude,
it.
Pat, do
I
a
didn't
shot.
see
for the
it.
best.
Damn.
No, I didn't watch
We
it.
mentioned Pet Cemetery. Do a shot.
Oh God.
You're welcome.
He's hammered. Yeah. So like, what was that?
Sit off of 2 shots. Fuck you.
He drinks like a distinguished old gentleman.
That's why I couldn't age him, because he drinks like an older man.
Which okay, so the whole Child's Play is just a whole like little kid telling you like something's really happening,
Yeah,
and then
no one
all the
believes
adults
it.
like,
Yeah.
no, you crazy kid.
Which is, I
Go in
hate
this-
that whole.
Yeah.
It's
I
anxiety.
hate it so much.
Oh my god.
But you know what? I hate that too. But if one of my nieces came up to me and was like, "My doll's trying to kill me," I'd be like, "Go to bed."
Alright,
like,
yeah.
what do
I'm
you
the opposite.
mean?
If my kid was like, "Yo, my doll's trying to kill me," I'd be like, "All right, put it in the fucking
Salt,
fire."
salt and burn
You know?
it.
Burn it now.
Salt and burn it.
But
Get the Bible.
right away. If my child was like, "There's a monster under my bed. There's a ghost. There's a dude in my window," I'd be like, "Yo, where's this
kids say,
blowtorch? Let's
like,
get rid of it."
Little kids say dumb shit. Like my
They
niece
do.
used to come up to me and be like, "There's spiders in my mouth," and I'd be like,
Yeah, open your mouth. Let me see it.
Yeah, but when it's like as detailed as what is the kiddo's name in this?
Andy.
Andy. When it's as detailed
Yeah,
as
when
Andy,
then you'd visit.
what do
it.
they do?
Yeah.
They throw him in a mental institution.
Yeah.
It was
They
like
do.
Andy was like, Chucky used to be a person. His name was Charles Lee Ray. He was murdered in a toy shop. Put his soul in the like. That's like
That is some
It's very
detailed.
very detailed.
very detailed. Yeah.
I like how your version of Andy is the gingerbread man. Or that. Yeah, I was gonna say Gingy from Shrek.
That's what I thought of too. Yeah.
I love Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I really dislike that that whole concept of
But hey, think about like the doctor in Child's Play
Right.
who grabs him when he's trying to escape. Like Chucky fucks him up.
Yeah.
Bad. Like he
Yeah.
put the shock treatment shit on him and laughed maniacally.
Yeah.
right.
You got to see
Yeah.
him cook too. It was awesome.
Oh, he was a cooking.
Yeah.
Andy
Yeah.
went through some shit, man.
He did.
He did.
Andy went
He
through
really
some shit.
did.
And then once you thought like it was all said and done, Chucky got burnt and then came back and got shot through the heart
Yep.
because apparently that was the only thing human on Chucky.
Right.
You know, died and shit. And oh god, I'm in the clear. Everything's fine. Then like what? Child's Play 2. It's like the mom gets taken away.
Yeah.
So he's living with foster.
He's in a foster
He's
home.
in a
Yeah,
foster
yeah,
home. Yeah.
yeah.
Which they picked him up quick, man.
Man,
Yeah.
but
They
poor,
did.
Figured.
poor
They did.
kid.
He was
Yeah.
an older
He
kid.
should-
Yeah,
he
he's
should've been
been
in-
through some shit.
he should've been
He
in
has
stayed a little longer
like, can
getting-
you imagine dysfunction? The poor kid is gonna need
Yeah.
a lot of therapy.
Well, when you like fast forward to
The Curse of
Cult,
Chucky. Or
Yes,
to
yes.
Cult of Chucky,
Yeah.
he's on that Tinder date.
Yeah.
Yes,
And,
that's right. Which I thought that I loved Cult. I thought
Oh
it
my
was
God,
really
Oh,
good.
Cult
yeah.
is so
It was
good.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
I love
liked
the
Cursed
lead
a little more.
actress.
Yeah.
She's
Mhm.
amazing.
That
good,
is
yeah.
Brad Dourif's daughter.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, very
she-
So the
Yeah,
voice of
and-
Chucky, that's
That's
yeah.
his daughter.
Which
wow.
she's gorgeous too. Like
Yeah.
she's so
She was
pretty,
Isn't it
but she's
Nina?
Yep.
yeah.
really pretty.
I
Is it
forget
Am
her.
I saying
Actual,
that wrong?
Nina
I better
Dourif?
look this up. So
I
don't-
forget her actual.
No. I mean
name.
the name of the movie.
Oh, I think it was
Oh.
Nina.
Nina.
Yeah.
Nina or Mina? The
Mina.
Pinto. And
I
the Santa Maria.
enjoyed the one right before that more. Curse, I
Mhm.
think.
Curse
there's,
is pretty
There's
brutal.
one scene where I think
Yeah.
he's putting rat poison in the soup.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
That-
I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
like rat poison.
For
What a
him
way to go!
To
Like,
start with that,
Yeah.
that's another thing too. Like Don Mancini, like he always had a fresh take on this. Like always,
Yes.
when he realized like, okay, like with the third one, when Andy's like 20 years old and like, or he's like 19, and then like he's like, well, I guess I better put in my soul in another kid's body. He's going for like, you know, I like to call him like the Rue in like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Like, which the third one's kind of the sleeper of them all. But
I'm
like,
not
it
gonna
had
lie to you.
some-
I don't even remember the third
I
one.
There's a
barely
really
military
remember
school
the third
one.
There's a really cool scene where Chucky just like unpins a grenade, leaves it there while everyone's arguing, and the one like nerdy kid is the only one that sees it, and he jumps on it and just poof.
Wow,
and,
that's
like,
dark.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Three got dark.
Yeah.
I don't even. I remember what it looks like.
Yeah,
like the
Child's Play 3 came
the
out in
box.
91. So
the block. I remember seeing
with-
the box at
and the
Blockbuster.
scissors.
The
Yeah.
scissors.
Yeah.
cutting the jack in the box
That's
off.
right.
Yeah, so 2, I forgot how they kill him in 2. They blow him up because they go back to the factory, right? In 2.
Yeah.
And they like kind of melt him, but he's still like on wheels. He like rigs like a wheelchair up for
Wow, I feel
himself.
like I need to
Was
rewatch
three?
it.
Wasn't 3 the one
don't
where
remember this
where he
at
got
all.
Is
he
that a
got
SWAT team?
he was put through the machine and
He's
it
sitting
added
with
like
them.
more limbs and shit to him and
I think so. It fucked him up.
I
No,
don't-
that was the second one.
that was the second one.
Yeah, the third one ends in like a funhouse fair
Are
type
you sure?
thing.
Because it looks like the army's involved
Huh.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're
It's a military school.
It's a military school.
Oh.
Andy, of course, like there were orphanages and stuff like that. It's like, well, I guess I will just go to military school. Yeah. So he.
What
yeah,
a great Chucky's such a great character.
He
He is.
is
So good. I
It's
love
like
him
that
in
perfect mixture of comedy and horror.
100%. It's done so well, and he actually is hilarious.
That's right. This scene with it was supposed to be like a paintball scene, where they have like the two, the
Mm.
red versus the blue, and Chucky put live rounds in all the guns
Sure, he did.
because you
Why
know,
wouldn't he?
classic Chucky. Waka
Why
waka,
wouldn't he?
waka waka.
No, I think everyone is. You know, it's a little campy. It's a little silly.
Yeah.
But there are times where he's downright scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
I remember when I was a kid and I saw the first one.
His dolls are
I mean,
fucking
yo, and we
terrifying
had-
anyway.
My cousin had a doll that looked like him,
Oof.
and I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?
Nice.
Don't you know that
So-
thing is gonna come
So wait, did you
alive?"
have a My Buddy doll?
It was, but it was similar. It
Buddy.
wasn't the
Yeah.
same thing, but it
My
was freaky
Buddy.
looking.
Yeah.
Scary little
Wherever
thing.
I goes.
He goes, my buddy,
My buddy.
my
guys
buddy.
good?
My buddy. Oh,
I teach him
Hey.
everything that I know.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so but Don Mancini always had like a fresh take on every one of these films, and when I feel like he reached a point where I was like, all right, I think it was like five years after this, Bride of Chucky came out, and
Right,
he kind of
yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
he
it's so
took
fun.
it's so
I love
good.
Jennifer Tilly.
She's amazing.
Oh, she's such
great.
a babe.
Such
She's
a
so good.
babe.
Yeah,
She even
She's-
looks good still now, and she's like what, in
Yeah.
her 60s now,
Yeah.
it's
right?
unreal.
It's
Yeah,
And
ridiculous.
she's hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Well-
rough.
oh, you're
Well,
right.
that's,
Is he getting blown up?
Yep. Yeah. He
Yeah.
jumped on the grenade to save everybody. He
That
sacrificed
is
himself.
some dark ass
Oh, yeah.
shit right
Yeah.
there.
And that was the kid
Wow.
that got
oh,
like he gets picked on the whole time.
so he just gets a horrible ending.
Oh yeah.
Gets
So-
picked on, bullied, and he blows himself up to
I
save
think he's-
everyone.
Well, not his insides, man.
His body should have been shredded.
I
should have
agree.
been.
I agree with
All right.
that.
All right. Yeah.
Remember,
yeah.
he's a military man. He knows.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Pat,
that's
Pat would
all right,
know.
Pat. Yeah.
That's a little bit.
I am not. I'm
Man,
not
he's
gonna.
serious about that.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
argue with you there, man.
A for effort, bud. A for effort.
So he took the first one is straight horror. With
Yes,
I think
for
the
sure.
only comedy in it is the scene between like the witch doctor and
Yeah.
Chucky. When
Yeah,
he shows up,
Hurt like a son of a bitch.
But yeah, but like not a lot of humor. The second one, a little more humor, but still
Yeah.
pretty dark.
And then it starts to get a little
Yeah.
silly after that.
The third one was
They're
straight
fun.
up humorless, though. I don't remember anything funny coming from
doesn't
I
that.
don't
look
remember it
I
at
don't
all.
either.
No,
so
I remember it was
don't
that
know.
weird early '90s like dark horror
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
But then, yep, Bride of Chucky. They went 80-20, 20% horror, 80% humor,
Yeah.
Yep.
and but
Ground
it
beef.
worked
fun,
for it.
though,
It
yeah.
totally worked for it. And
Did
I
you
love
say
it.
ground beef?
Yeah. Remember, it's a ground beef of horror.
I love it.
80-20.
I love it.
80-20. Oh, and just everything like how silly it is how she brings them back. She stitches them together,
Oh my
Uh,
god.
but then
Uh-huh.
pulls out fucking voodoo for dummies.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Hysterical.
It's fun.
The boyfriend that comes over.
That's Arquette.
Yeah.
I forgot which the one that passed away a
The one
couple
that
years
passed
ago.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Became a woman, then a man
Yes.
again. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alexis Arquette.
Alexis. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, and fucking John Ritter's in it.
Yeah.
So random.
they
You know,
have-
I was just gonna say the mother from Seventh Heaven is the mother in the first one, and I remember.
Oh my
when I watched it
God.
back, I
Right.
was like, "Wait, what?"
I never
They're
put that
awesome.
together.
That is
Yeah.
totally awesome.
Isn't it? But it's funny how when you go back and watch horror
Yeah.
movies, people
Yep.
that you just totally forgot
Mhm.
are in them.
A single
Right.
mom just trying to get her son the best life he
But
can,
she
and
was doing the best she could, man.
goes to a hobo, gets a possessed doll, and just fucks his
Isn't
life
that
up.
isn't
That's
that
it.
what we do? Right?
That's what we
just-
do.
That's
That's
what
it.
we do.
That's what we're
Yeah.
here for.
Desperate times,
Well, it is.
man.
Just going in
Catherine
alleyways.
Heigl. That's right. Catherine
Catherine
Heigl
Heigl
is
is like
in
one of her
this.
first
Yeah, little
roles,
baby.
yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that's crazy.
Oh, she's such a fox.
Yep.
That,
That's right,
that
John
tight,
Ritter, yeah.
tight pleather outfit that Jennifer Tilly's wearing at the beginning of Bride of Chucky.
Oh.
God.
Yeah. What year did this come out? Like 2000?
97?
Oh, seriously?
Was
it?
Yeah.
Wow. Why was I thinking 2000, 2003?
Oh, no.
That's
I
it,
was
'cause
in
it's got that early 2000s.
Doesn't
feel.
it?
Yeah.
It kind of has the early 2000s.
Yeah, like
feel.
Marilyn Manson should be playing for the opener,
Yeah.
like rebel, bitch.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So wait a minute, with the beginning scene in this movie where she goes into the
She kills the
police thing.
She
and-
kills the
and
cop that.
in the evidence room. They had like little nods to
There was a-
Nightmare on Elm Street. There
Yep.
was a chainsaw in
I
there.
love that.
I think he was either there was a hockey mask or a machete in there.
Yeah, there's
So
a bunch of
good.
serial
And
killer
then,
stuff in there.
So does that mean that everybody's part of the same universe? Then based on that,
Yes,
Oh.
I've always wondered that if we're all in the same universe,
Yeah.
if they're all
That
well,
would
we
be
know Jason and
fantastic.
Freddy obviously.
Yeah.
are
They
in the
are
same-
now.
They're in
Yeah.
the same universe. Is Michael in that universe? Is Chucky in that
Who
universe?
knows?
Now, if you watch the
The
movie,
slashers, I think they're all in the same universe.
if you watch the movie Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon, they
Yes.
are actually all in the same
they
universe.
are.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What a
That
great
They
movie.
movie.
like
Great movie.
guys like Jason, they call him Mike.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah.
Mike, Chuck, and
Yeah.
Fred. They're all
Yeah.
they're like professionals. They're legends. Where
Mhm.
guys like Bundy and like Gacy, they get caught and they fuck it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I love thinking of them all being in the same universe.
Me
That is
too.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they kill John Ritter's character and he has the all the nails in his head, and then Chucky looks at him and he goes,
Yeah.
"That looks kind of familiar."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pinhead
that's
thing,
right.
like,
Where have I seen this
Yes.
before?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I do. Well, but back in the day, they were all different, like companies, right? Like,
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
their
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
there
That's why
was
they
like,
couldn't cross over.
Yeah,
'Cause they
that's
had the
right.
rights.
Dimension.
Paramount's
Certain-
Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New Line.
New Line.
Line
yeah,
Cinema.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Paramount had any of them, or
Paramount
Not
had
sure.
Friday 13th.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
then
okay.
eventually New Line acquired it to do Freddy versus
Yep.
Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And then it was Platinum Dooms, and right now there's a legal battle behind that shit,
Yeah,
Oh,
which is why we
wow.
haven't gotten a Friday the 13th movie yet.
Bleh.
Between
Oh, because I
it's,
did hear that we were supposed to.
the
at some
director
point.
of the first movie and the writer of the first movie, they're at like odds with each other on
Yeah.
who has the rights
Such
to
a
what.
bummer.
Yeah.
It's
It doesn't like
so
one have
stupid.
some rights to, and the other one has other rights.
They're going back to court.
Yeah, they are going back to court,
Yeah, it's a
which means that the game is fucked.
Yeah.
the
pretty
game that
much.
game is fucked.
Yeah.
That game's completely fucked. And I
Which
just
sucks because I like that game, and
That's a good game.
I don't really play a lot of video games, but that game is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
and there's so many little like Easter eggs in it
Yeah.
that like if you love, if you're a fan of the
Yeah.
whole series, it's so much fun.
Yeah,
Kane Hodder
Yeah.
took that so seriously because he's
Yeah.
Jason and all of
That's
it
what he
with different
does.
outfits. He took it like so seriously and he was so intense and so into it. He actually fucking injured himself
yeah.
Wow.
doing one
Yeah.
of the motion captures.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
like,
love
that's-
him, and I also
Wasn't it something
love
like swinging a machete or something? He was swinging
Something
like
like
real
that.
hard. He ended up
Yeah, he
fucking
fucked
himself up.
himself up.
the Jason from the new one, the 2009
Derek,
Derek.
Derek
He was also at Days of Dead. He is one of the sweetest, most
Mhm.
wonderful people I've ever met, and he was so excited to talk about playing Jason.
He's so
Like
proud
he was
of
so
that.
passionate about it, and I
Yeah.
was like, shit, dude, this is like you're awesome. Like I love
Yeah.
it.
I know
Because
this.
isn't it cool? Like imagine being a fan of a franchise,
Absolutely.
and then them
Mhm.
being you get to be the new Jason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's the
Oh
baton.
my
Or
God.
you're Hellraiser, so you get to be the new Pinhead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know. I just think that is so cool.
That's
That
even
is
like
really
that
cool.
reminds me of Dana DiLorenzo from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
She was a fan.
like such a huge fan, and then when she got
Yeah.
cast
Yeah.
as what's her name, it was just like
yeah.
God,
changed her life.
Kelly.
it's like it's like
Yeah.
a dream. That is my dream. If I got cast in a slasher,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You will.
Oh yeah.
God, that's like
You
that.
totally
I
will.
could die happy.
yeah.
That's it.
And hopefully in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome to see you
Yeah.
in one. You would be awesome.
I would
Yeah.
love that. Love that. Yeah.
So then after we have Brian and Chucky, which how did they kill him at the end? They were just like fighting in a grave. They were fighting each other. Something about the
Yeah, he
two
was
kids
supposed-
planted the seed.
Yeah.
Which fuck, dude, real quick.
Did they shoot him? They shot him again.
They're
Yeah.
yeah, they did. But
Yeah.
I'll come back. I always come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But dying
Right.
is such a bitch.
Yes.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
a great line.
Oh,
what a that is
perfect.
such a great
Absolutely
line.
perfect.
Yeah.
Which also that has like one of the fucking out of nowhere coolest kills when their friend takes a step back and gets plowed by a submarine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, now I gotta rewatch the whole series because
Yeah.
I
This is
forgot
getting
so
you pumped
many
up,
things.
isn't it?
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we got Seed of Chucky, which I thought I was gonna hate.
I don't even remember.
I
I
Seed of
did the
Chucky at all.
first
I
time
loved
I
it.
watched
I
it,
don't
and
really
then you
remember it.
made me watch it again.
Oh, I
and then
did.
I was like, okay, this movie's fun as shit.
So Jennifer
Yeah.
Tilly is actually a character in the movie. Like she
Yeah.
plays herself.
yeah, it's funny.
Oh my god, it's so much fun. So they
if
have
you're
a
expecting horror, it's terrible.
they have a
Yeah.
kid.
No.
The kid's super sweet.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I might have seen. When did this come out? Was this early 2000s?
99. Whoa, geez, 2004.
2004.
See,
Fuck
now
me.
I'm thinking I saw this when it came out, but I don't really remember it. But I remember going to see it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was the movie was mostly a comedy.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
wasn't it
remember it
that,
being
Yeah,
horror
Red Man.
at all.
Was it Red
Yeah.
Man?
Red Man was in it.
Red
yeah.
Man was in it. That was
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly's
Yep.
love interest.
Yeah. He was a director. And he was I think he was making a Child's Play movie or something. 'Cause remember
Was
they
it?
had
or he was just trying to catch.
because that's how they
Jennifer
came back
Tilly,
to
so-
life because they were the
Oh,
the
that's
doubles
right.
for the movie.
That's right.
for the movie within
Oh
the
my
movie.
god, it was so good. Just the best part is when they're trying to set an example for their son, so they go. He's like, "All right, babe, fine, no more killing," and she's like, "I won't kill anymore either." And
Mhm.
then ends up she ends up killing somebody, but it
Mhm.
ends up being the kid.
Mhm.
But it's like, how did he figure? Like, where did he learn this from? And then like they open up the closet and all the bodies start pouring out.
It just
And then
sounds fun.
She's like,
honestly. I'm like,
she's
this
like,
sounds
"Oh,
great.
Chucky, I have a confession." And she lifts the bed sheets, and there's all the bodies stuffed under the
Yep.
bed. They just can't stop killing. So that one was absolutely ridiculous. The ending to that one just completely escapes me. I don't remember how that ended.
Oh, the way that ended was they were doing the whole put his spirit into human, and Jennifer Tilly's character Tiffany went back into Jennifer Tilly, and then the spirit she was pregnant. The spirit
Yeah.
went in, and then she had a boy and a girl. So the
See,
boy
now-
looked like
now-
Chucky, and the girl looked like
Now I'm remembering.
Tiffany.
Now I'm
Yeah.
remembering
That's
that.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
and they were
you,
like, "We're
thank
one
you.
happy family," and that's
Yep.
how it ended.
Okay, so then how many years do we have that goes by after that? Like a good 5 years. When did no? When did Curse of Chucky came out in 2014 maybe?
2014, 2015. So I mean, that was
Yeah.
close to
Yeah.
10. That's close to 10 years, no? Since the
Yeah.
last one.
2013.
Okay, so
There we
what?
go.
9 years from
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I thought it was great. I
but-
loved
oh,
it.
Oh my
they-
god,
It was really
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
This wasn't the all the other movies, they were theatrical releases. This one wasn't. It was
Yes.
just
No, it came
straight
on
to-
VOD. I think that's why I
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Nika, her name's Nika.
Nika, that's it.
Yes.
Nika. All right, but this one it changes the background of Chucky, where he isn't running from the cops, because of a murder or whatever that went wrong
Mhm.
because Charles E. Ray was a killer.
Right.
He was obsessed with that family.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they
kill-
did. They kind of changed his
whole
story a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he had the pregnant the mom
Yeah.
tied up, then he stabs her in the stomach and stuff like that, which is why Nika's in a wheelchair. And that was
Not a nice guy, huh?
I
Not at
Man,
all.
what
no,
a jerk.
No, I feel like it was the whole Chucky's fun, whatever, but they had to take it back. They had to make it dark.
It was
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I
Yeah.
think why I liked it so much is it
Mhm.
was
Oh,
dark
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
got
It
fucking
wasn't
dark.
as campy as the other ones. It was, and he
Mhm.
still had his zingers.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Chucky's got some zingers.
He did.
But
Um,
I thought it was dark. I mean, that rat
It was-
poison. I was like,
oh.
geez,
Yeah.
man, that's
Tom
rough.
Mancini actually said that he wanted to take it back to the tone of the very first
The
movie
original,
because
yeah.
the original movie there were like
It
like I
was
said, there's
dark.
hardly any jokes or anything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was just all serious and just straight horror. He said
It was
he
the
wanted to take
perfect.
it back.
It
To
was the
that.
perfect time for that. If they
Yeah.
came out with another one that was goofy and silly and shit, it probably would have just been like, all right,
Yeah.
this is the same fucking shit.
Would have made no money.
Now, question for you in terms of the Chucky franchise and what that did for horror at the time in the 80s. Would you say that Chucky is the reason for the surgence of doll movies and all of? Would you say he
absolutely,
was kind of the springboard for
Yeah.
we were talking about Puppet Master the other
Yeah.
day, and I had
Yep.
a disgusting obsession with those movies
Oh,
as a
yeah.
child. But would you say that Chucky was kind of the the
catalyst?
gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
I
catalyst
would
for
say,
it. Yeah.
especially
He's
since it
definitely
was
the
so
catalyst.
successful too, and
Right.
it's easy. Dolls are fucking creepy, so
They
it's easy
super-
to
they're very
make them
creepy.
scary.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
then,
Yeah.
and then
The-
they
the-
saw that they could do it and it would work. So
Yeah.
I think they totally jumped on.
Yeah.
it. And
I
it-
mean, just that
Yeah.
scene in the first one when, hi, I'm Chucky, want to play? And then she turns
So
and the
creepy.
batteries are gone.
Yeah.
And that's
So
where he spins around
creepy.
and
oh, like
"You
even
fucking
that just
bitch."
gave
Yeah.
me goosebumps.
I'll fucking kill you.
Like
Yeah.
just that one thing.
Oh, and when he goes from being a doll to a psychopath,
Oh,
it's
Just that,
like,
like a grown,
Yeah.
vulgar,
Awesome. Yeah.
right.
violent man.
Because I think as a kid, right? Like we all turn the lights out, and
Oh, yeah.
our dolls
They stare at
look
you.
Scary.
the eyes stare.
They stare
They're
at you.
creepy. I
Yeah.
used to turn mine all around.
I had a
'cause I don't want
velveteen
anything to do with
rabbit that
Did
my
you
mom
wake
used
up
to
and
put
they're
in my
facing
closet.
you again?
No, my
No.
God, that is horrible.
Yeah.
What an awful thought. Now I'm thinking about the guy licking my feet again.
Oh my God.
And the
Yeah.
dolls
Good old
watching.
lurch.
And the dolls
Gosh.
were watching.
Yeah, but I mean, what a thing for this franchise to do, to be able to create this whole subgenre of horror.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
pretty impressive thing to kind of like jumpstart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
totally.
Yeah.
You know that Child's Play actually, what at first they had a different treatment for it and a different backstory. The original backstory for it, instead of Chucky being alive, they were going to make it into like a psychological horror movie where it was
Interesting.
Chucky was like the dark side of Andy.
Okay.
And
Really?
I
Andy
can
was
see
doing
that.
all that stuff, and then he kept projecting to Chucky, blaming Chucky for it, but Chucky was just a
Wouldn't
regular doll.
have been. Wouldn't have sprung those sequels.
It
would not have
definitely
sprung those
wouldn't have,
sequels.
although,
Yeah.
but also would have been actually pretty cool.
It would have been
It would've
creepy,
been
yeah.
cool.
Well,
Really
they
creepy.
also
Yeah.
there was another thing that I was reading that another original like story is that the good guy dolls are in the they have like actual flesh and blood, and you can buy like these the Buddy doll band-aids.
Oh,
And so like he accidentally cuts the doll and then he nicks himself and it turns into like a blood pact between him and Chucky, and that's how like it started. That was like
Oh,
another
That's
Okay.
interesting.
potential story.
But they
Well,
ended up
they-
going with the
They simplified it, I think,
Yeah.
by
Right.
making it
the
him.
first person
Yeah.
you told your secret to is who you have to possess.
boom.
That's how
Yeah.
they did it. That was the
Yeah.
route they took.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, simplified it a
That's
little
right.
bit.
I told a 5-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a kid
yeah.
again.
yeah. So that's
Yeah, but it really truly is a really good franchise, and I don't
Yeah.
think it gets like the credit I think it deserves, because it really is brilliant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
what a dark ending for that Curse of Chucky. How everyone's dead and Nika gets like convicted of
Yeah.
killing her whole,
Which
whole family.
straight up though, I love that, because
Yeah.
how many times in horror
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
does all this shit happen,
and then everyone's fine.
and then everyone's like,
All
yeah,
right.
no, like no. There would
Like,
be an investigation.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like,
there's
how do you
no
deal
way
with
no
this
one's believing it
aftermath?
was a doll.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
not gonna happen,
Like,
especially
no.
the authorities.
Like
Not at all.
50 high school kids die in Freddy versus Jason.
Right.
Nobody
No,
fucking
yeah.
cared.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that I mean, I guess when you watch movies, you really have to suspend your belief, especially with
course.
a film like
Well,
Chucky.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I loved that there was realness to it.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly
Yeah.
that is
Real
exactly what
consequences.
would happen.
But Nika,
Yeah.
I remember the dolls on the table, and Nika's like, "I beat you, I beat you." Remember that?
So
Mhm.
creepy.
Yeah, and
so creepy.
so then after
Yeah.
that, Jennifer Tilly gets Chucky because
Yeah.
she killed another cop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and ships him off to the her niece, kills the niece, kills the grandma and stuff like that. So Chucky got his revenge on that whole
Sure
family.
did. Sure
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
But then like. Wow, what a fucking cameo. Alex Vincent coming back
Yeah.
to reprise Andy. We haven't seen
That
him
was
since
Wonderful.
part 2.
So well done.
Awesome.
Yeah,
It was
that
a
was
different
very cool.
it was a different actor in 3.
Yep.
And then they completely left him out in the Bride and Seed. But
Yeah.
yeah, bringing him back and
I
be
thought
the
that was
same-
great.
That was
It
so
didn't make you
awesome.
feel like, okay, we're back to its roots
Yes.
a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And it was that Chucky has to like close everything up and like you know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
correct everything. Wasn't
Yeah.
that the whole like at the end in Seed of Chucky, he instead of doing the possession thing, he's like, no, you know what? I like being Chucky.
Yeah.
I like me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
always be a doll.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
he really embraces it.
He
doesn't
embraced it. So he
Yeah.
wasn't trying to possess anybody in these new
No.
ones. He was just out to kill.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Um,
Yeah.
So
And he does have a little bit of a moral compass in the most recent one, a little bit.
how he fucked up the doctor.
how he
because
goes after the doctor, and
That's
I
for
mean,
Nika.
yeah, and I was surprised because I
Mhm.
was like, huh, okay, so he does have. I mean, maybe it's for his own gain, but he
Yeah.
has a little bit of a moral compass there.
when he
you
did
s-
the whole like, I thought I was a monster.
Yeah, he does touch on
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, all psychopaths in some way or another don't think they're psychopaths.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Bundy.
I thought that was
Yeah.
like an interesting little twist there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
Absolutely.
really good writing. Really, really good writing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, where do we go from here? With Cult, I mean, that's where they brought in multiple Chuckies.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chucky figured out how to
Yeah, like
transport his soul into
yes.
multiple dolls.
Yep.
Yeah.
which-
That
The-
was fun.
the
creating a
ban-
little Chucky army.
Yep.
The banter between the Chuckies
Uh-huh.
So
was
good.
phenomenal.
So great. Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
And I
Yeah.
feel like these movies really were made for fans of the franchise.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
it was kind of like a gift to everybody that really loved Chucky.
Yeah.
You know.
I did. I totally loved it. I thought that they were both really great.
So fun.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
that perfect mixture of horror and fun at the same
Yeah.
time. Like it brought back the creepy elements and like the really like holy shit, like
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
is fucking horror, but at the
Mhm.
same time it has like the Chucky wit.
Yeah, the
Yep.
little zingers
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
throws in there, you know?
Yeah.
Now, do you think they
Oh.
knew when they made this movie that they were gonna turn it into a TV show?
I don't think so. I think
I don't know because
maybe they were gonna
with
do
the whole
a-
plot, of him jumping into different dolls and
now
it's
his-
potential for a bunch of stories. and a
guess it
bunch
would
of
be
different
his-
Chucky
That's a good
stories.
point. That
His
is a
main-
really
yeah.
good point. Yeah.
Chucky's like main spirit is in Nika right now. There are dolls, but
Mhm.
it's like, how do you stop someone there's multiple of? Like that's crazy. at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. It's a good way to start a show.
Yeah.
For
It-
sure.
and you're gonna get more out of a show, like where like maybe you say like 10 episodes, an hour a piece. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's way more than another hour, another movie. That's just like an hour and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Um,
I am excited for the new one though.
oh,
I'm really
so much.
excited.
Yeah.
I love watching horror movies in
Yeah.
the theater. I love it. I love the experience.
Yep.
I love going. Even if they're bad horror movies,
It's still
There's-
fun.
they're so
Yeah.
fun, and it's like fun to hear other people's reactions.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's something really special about going to the movies. To
the
see a horror
only
movie.
drawback to that is that there's always that one person that starts laughing in the audience to cover up the fact that they're
They're
fucking
so
terrifying.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like, oh yeah, but
But like, I feel
when
but I
really
kinda-
they're like fucking terrified.
But I kind
Yeah.
of like that because it's like
It helps you calm down a
it
little
really
bit.
does a little bit. 'Cause it's like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, we're all feeling that.
Yeah.
Okay, you laugh for all of us.
You're like, you're
But
getting
it's
ready for
almost
like a
like-
James.
For the most part, I feel like it's a camaraderie sort of thing where
It
like
is.
everyone you can tell like the feel of an audience, like if it's the same vibe. Like with
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery, like you could tell everyone in the audience was feeling the same way. And so like when that one thing happened and the guy was like, on her birthday, like it's like people telling these stories and stuff like that. It's just like that. It's funny.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. Even if it's a bad movie, it's fun to share with other people that
Yeah.
also love
Absolutely.
the genre. You know?
And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to sharing this new Child's Play with you guys. This is gonna be-
my God.
This is gonna be great. I'm really
so
looking forward to
touched,
this.
Truly.
Truly.
I can tell in your face.
My heart
deadpan.
is just
We'll
swelling.
just get some kombucha. We'll have a good time.
I'm
Wow.
very disappointed that I don't have it.
I'm leaving my brain at the door before I go into the theater, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
make
yeah.
it seem like
It'll be fun.
that these other Child's Plays
Yeah.
never happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget
There
about
you
Brad Dourif. I'm just gonna focus on Mark Hamill. I'm
Yep.
gonna focus on this story where he's
Yeah.
a robot
Love
and
Aubrey
not.
Plaza, so I'm excited about her.
Yes.
being-
Yeah, that's right.
she's a total babe.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is your spirit animal.
I know.
Yeah, from Parks and Rec. That's you.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
Um,
going to be great, I think. And I think it's going to be fun regardless. I really do.
Yeah, but you guys out there that watch it, shoot us an email. Let us know what you thought about it. At
TerraTrioPodcast@gmail.com. We're also on the Instagrams and the Facebooks at Terra Trio Podcast. You can help out at any time,
no,
guys.
this is great.
You can also do Terra Trio Cast on Twitter. Yeah, that's it.
And you can listen to us on any platform.
Oh yeah, we're
All
on
the
Google Play,
platforms.
Stitcher.
All the
All of
platforms.
them. I'll be listening to it on either the Stitcher app. You guys are on Stitcher,
Yeah.
right?
We're totally on Stitcher.
Or the podcast app on my iPhone.
Look
So
at that.
convenient. And I want to suggest that if you do like the podcast, which we all do, we all
do.
love it,
Of course.
review it. Please
Yeah.
give some 5 stars, review it, because you know what, when you review
You're hired.
podcasts,
I know.
it all helps us out and it helps
It
people
totally
know and
does.
gets the name
Yeah.
out there. So
So do
definitely
that.
do that for sure.
Yeah, please do it.
If you listen to us, also check out Geeks That Lift.
Yes.
Which I
that's
will be
also
on. I'm going to be on that soon as well.
Soon as well. Yes.
I think we were talking about doing it today, and it just
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
I was cleaning urine out of my carpet.
How
And
many
also,
times have you been down?
real quick, we're checking out Allie and All Elite Wrestling 1.
Yeah, so July 13th, Fight for the Fallen. I will be wrestling Brandy Rhodes. It's my first match with the company.
Very
It's
exciting.
It's
Super
very
exciting.
exciting. And also, if you care to follow me on social media, I also have the Instagram. It's at Allie Wrestling. My Twitter account is at Allie Impact, because Twitter is taking forever to change it. So that's fun. And that's all I have for social media. Oh no, wait.
No, the
YouTube.
dogs.
I
the dogs.
have more. Hold on. But wait. If you we also, me and Rosemary, have a apparel line. We have merchandise. It's Demon X Bunny official on
Which
Instagram.
we actually have on the back of our cell phones
That
here.
we
The
do.
yeah,
Demon
our
Bunny,
little pop socket.
which
And
is
a
a
little Demon
fantastic
Bunny.
logo,
You'll
and
be-
I love all the Demon Bunny.
You guys
merch.
are going to be so excited. We're releasing beach towels.
Oh,
Okay.
just in time.
Oh, and we're also releasing tank tops for the summer. So
Yes.
wait,
if-
for dudes?
for dudes
Oh,
and
you.
Show off
for
the guns.
girls
Oh,
too.
thank God.
So
Booyah.
didn't ask for these
www.demonxbunny.com, and I think that's all.
All right.
All right.
On that note,
was-
We're all very excited.
It was
Yeah.
awesome having you here. Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you
Hey,
for coming
Micah,
on.
thanks for inviting me onto the show. Thank you for sharing your facts, for your amazing segues. We all just had a great time.
We all had a great
No, I
Nobody's
love you
ever
guys
put me
so
over
much.
like that before. I don't know what to.
I love you
Is this a
guys.
fucking rib?
No, we love you too.
I love
No,
you,
we
and
love
I
you.
love that I was on the show finally.
Aw.
Yay. Now
good
let's
tip.
drag my husband on.
Sounds great.
Okay,
Hell
let's get him
yes.
on. Because he, you know what, I will say this before we close out. I have a terrible memory because I've been hit in the head many times. Terrible memory, but Jesse can recite pretty much any actor in any horror movie. Like, he is on top of everything.
Yes, he is.
And then I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
I feel dumb because I've watched all the movies with him and I can't tell you who anyone is.
No.
Because they just don't retain it.
Yeah.
You know?
Pepper's like that idiot from Shine, like
Wow.
mixed with Beetlejuice.
Wow.
Mixed with Beetlejuice.
Wow.
Beetle
That was a
shine.
joke.
Oh my God.
Oh, I could.
I'm going to tell him that so he does not come
What
on the
is-
podcast.
Aw, man.
Aw,
Way to
boo.
ruin it,
Mike, you
Micah.
ruin everything.
He's a very handsome, tan, grizzled vet with amazing chest hair,
Yes, he does.
and I want his
It's
abs.
a little bit much. Yeah.
All right.
You don't like that?
It's there.
All right. Well, I guess on that note,
All right.
Hey, I'm Micah,
I'm Eugene.
I'm Drew.
I'm Allie.
and Allie is something we say here.
My hedges, curse you, Dingleberg!